supposed to be, but I can feel you turn me around. If love can go sideways, look back at me, and I won't let you down. I couldn't find what I was missing in the open sea. I saw so many sharks out where I'm fishing, but maybe you're the one for me. The only good thing I see is you. Good thing it's only me and you. I know you're good for me, I think I'm good for you. So let's see what tonight brings. Maybe it's a good thing
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Esports Underground OCE Invite Division. My name is Xenox and it's Season 1, Phase 2, if I'm correct. And obviously we've got a couple of new teams joining the Invite League and the expansion to 18 teams. Unfortunately, I think we've still just got the images from the relegations. I haven't been sent any updated graphics or anything, but we are starting the game now. We just had to be a little bit delayed by 3 minutes or so due to some confusion with the lobby spot placings, and some teams went into the wrong spots, and it just caused absolutely a lot of havoc. But we are all sorted. Only one team is not going to be playing in this very first match, and that's Trident Esports, but I do believe they'll be here for round 2. And I just want to confirm whether or not I think it's a 2-2 split with Erangel and Miramar. I'm just going to confirm it now with Blaken. And but we are playing on Erangel first. So Invite League, some of the new teams that are joining us, I've already forgotten. Let me get the bloody Twitter thing up. You think I would know this stuff, but you know, I do forget things. I might as well open up the game for you guys. Unfortunately, we also don't have the timer, the cool little graphic that we had, unfortunately, because of the fact that... I might move this then. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Because of the fact that it just wasn't updated and it still said OCE relegations. Obviously, we're not in relegations anymore. We are in the invite division. So, obviously, Vanguard have made their way into the invite division. Auxiliaries Gaming, Raging Knights, Sif Gaming, Team Immunity making their way back in. Obviously, as a previous invite team, and Archaic, previously outplayed esports, have also made their way in. Immunity and Archaic getting in because of the expansion to 18 teams. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made it in, so they should be very thankful that the ESL League has expanded from 16 teams to 18 teams, and the reason for that is due to PGI and what just seems like is going to be the standard across PUBG esports, 18 teams, and the ESL League obviously wants to, be a part of those standards. I should probably mute that, shouldn't I? I should. So we're going to get the first plane path, and it's going to come just north of Lipovka, make its way down to military base. A bit of an awkward one for a couple of teams, especially that want to get towards Georgia Paul, Gatka area. And I should probably put the sound for PUBG on as well. There we go. So, pretty standard stuff. Let's get a bit of a click on someone. It's going to be Kazi, the Clutch, Waikikamuka, and Electric from Order. Obviously, a team with pretty decent potential. I like how it makes absolutely no sound until the parachute drops, and then you hear like the wind sound, and I don't know, it's really weird. I find that strange. There's a bit of a look at the map though. We'll probably leave this up for a little bit just to gather where the teams are going to be dropping. I know Ezza definitely wants to see this, so this is for you, Ezza. Well, it's for everyone. Go through the team lists, though. We might as well do that. So the numbers, obviously, will correlate with the teams as per usual. Lucky number one is going to be Vanguard. So their first time in the invite division, and they are number one. Number two is Avant Gaming. Number three, Greyhound Gaming. Number four is Order. Number five is Pathogen. Number 6 is Dynasty Esports Club. Number 7, Tainted Minds. 8 is Atletico. 9 is Kanga Esports. 10 is Auxiliaries Gaming. 11, Raging Knights. 12, Sif Gaming. 13 is the Chiefs. 14 is Archaic. Again, previously outplayed esports for those who aren't aware. Number 15 is Team Immunity. And we've already got some action. You got to be kidding me. I guess this is the benefit of probably 18 teams a little bit. As Archaic get off to a decent start here. Through Dusty with the VSS. Early pickup. Just near the mansion area and Lipovka. So first circle. What the hell? I'm not even joking when I say it. I swear that is an exact replica of what we had for one of the circles in the relegations. Just absolute dead set replica. If anyone has any sort of time on their hands and they want to go back to, I believe it was either the last game or the second last game of the relegations, I swear to God, that is literally copy-pasted from Bluehole. Over in military base, though, it is going to be TLI. They were next on the list to call out. 17 is Carnage Esports, and 18 is Trident, but of course, they're not in the game as D-Stroke gets the knockdown onto Champs, and he's going to finish him off. So, some early kills already here. And again, I mean, there's only 17 teams in this game. Obviously, with Trident Esports, that would have been 18. But obviously, as it's been stated, you know, with the more teams, the more likely that we're going to see earlier action. In Pachinki is Avant Gaming. Up north in Severny, we've got Order. But they are split. Electric and the Clutch in Severny. And over in Kameshki and South Kameshki, Waikikamuka and Kazi. South of them is Archaic. And they're spread out nicely. Yasnaya is Pathogen. It's their home. It's what got them second place at Zimmo. Roshawk is Carnage Esports, Greyhound Gaming, Watertown, but also possibly heading over to North Georgia Pool. And down south, obviously, a lot of the action we're going to see probably early. Dynasty Esports, Kebab, Spaggy, Schmed, and Testroy all in Novo. And a couple of teams early on as D-Stroke and Solo B from Raging Knights already making their way down towards South Military Base. Nutshot from Immunity. And also from Kanga Esports, it's Proficient, who's also close by in the vicinity. Tainted Minds is Joshy, a little bit south of a little bit north of the military base. And over at Ferry Pier, we have Auxiliaries Gaming, obviously new members to the Invite Division. But obviously, the teams to sort of watch out for. And, you know, I think, you know, you look at Vanguard, Auxiliaries Gaming, Raging Knights, Sif Gaming, probably, they're the 4 of the 6 or 5 new teams plus Immunity's return to really look out for, because they really did earn their way in. No offense to Archaic and Immunity, but, you know, that's the case, isn't it? Kanga Esports do have Bishop and Ludatio over in Primorsk. We see, going to hang a little bit north of Quarry at the moment, and Critical Motion, P for Potato splitting up a little bit in Gatka, obviously losing champs early. Just trying to see where Edge is. Okay, he's a bit north of Roshawk, so very far away for him. And I think we've just about covered everyone. Well, Vanguard themselves and Yasukagi. I swear to God, I'm going to get this name wrong so often. Can't you just go back to Tensei? Please, Yasu. They did lose Daxney early, though. Insight and DJ Arnie, of course. Bit of controversy around Vanguard today, whether or not they disbanded. It was quite hilarious, but they are playing, and they're still fine. But off to a slow start, obviously, with the loss of Daxney. But you know, Vanguard was the team that definitely pushed hard on day 2 of the relegations to earn the #1 spot. The #1 team coming out of relegations. It was really, the 2 days of relegation split. You know, day 1 was all about Raging Knights. And then they just really came to a bit of a slow standstill in day 2, but were able to still hold on and get themselves here into the Invite Division. Team that's not back, by the way, Jam Gaming. One of the more well-known orgs of a team that wasn't able to return through relegations, and it just goes to show you that you do not want to head down into the relegations party. It's not fun. Atletico still subbing with Mangi. They still haven't got a core 4th player. They still are enjoying Melted Power. 50 seconds until the blue zone is going to start to make its way in. And obviously, all of the teams on the main island are going to have to make their way south. And of course, Mangi, you go in the water and you get me the water sound bug. I hate you. I do like the pants, though. Those pants are quite flashy. Are you going to come up for air? Thank you. 30 seconds now. There's some shots. It looks like it's Chus, possibly. No, he's still driving. It's going to be Extrude, actually. So Tainted Minds on the bridge. They get the kill onto Cryptic from Sif Gaming. Good start. And a couple of fights coming out at the moment as Proficient also gets a kill onto Nutshot. So he's been spotted, found out, eliminated, and sent packing from Team Immunity. There's going to be a lot of action early. You kind of expect Joshy, who did push in early from Tainted Minds, trying to land some shots onto Spaggy from Dynasty Esports Club. Holding this bridge, a lot of the teams definitely like this spot. Decent cover, but it's not necessarily a spot you want to hold, too early. It's decent in the mid-tier of the play zone. Says White Kikamuka will finish off Dusty from Archaic. So some of the newer teams finding it tough early on here in the Invite Division. It's not quite the same as relegations, is it? It's a step above for a reason. Soterix from Kanga Esports. Please don't go in the water. Nope, not falling for that. Not falling for that one. No way. Let's have a bit of a look at Zoid Mate here on his own at the moment from Greyhound Gaming. Playing with Blackout and Oni-chan tonight. No Tuok or Happy Navitas for the boys, but they got the 2 very viable subs to fill in. What are you doing, Zoid? Oh, and he's lost the tire as well. So that's an awful lot of fun. Having a bit of a look at the TLI boys. Dak, Merrick, Outlier, and Slob. And obviously Merrick filling in for Hades, who finally, TLI realised, sucks. Just trying to take in some shots from Dak, but unable to land those shots. Red dot doesn't help either in that situation, as it looks like Tainted Minds and Atletico have collided on the bridge, and it spells doom for Tainted Minds as Atletico clean up. I think that just leaves Joshy by himself now. As Benchu Extrude, Galway all obliterated. Obviously, no Subslayer tonight, so Galway filling in for Tainted Minds. So Joshy is just going to have to find a hole to crawl into and hide. So a lot of engagements early on. A couple of deaths. Python and the boys from Auxiliaries Gaming. All four still alive. A decent effort for, obviously, one of the teams from the relegations. And they're just going to beach themselves here at the south end of Sosnovka Island. And my mouse is bugged for it. I cannot... What? I cannot... My mouse is... The cursor's not letting me turn. What's going on? I can't click... I can't actually click into the game right now. This is really weird. What? I'm really confused. Just esports PUBG things. Maybe it's because the battle list was open? Ah, it's because the battle list was open. I'm an idiot. Results does die though, unfortunately. And no, never mind. I read that completely wrong. Results gets the kill onto Insight. Fortunately, Chungi does get knocked down, and it is going to be a frag grenade that knocks him down. And the Aztec facility resolves. Pathogen, obviously, a team that's improved. Out of sight. Correlating with their performance at Zimmo. Yasukage and DJ Arnie. Last two alive now for Vanguard. The team that was able to finish first in the relegations. Finding it tough in their first game, but it is only the first game, of course. 4 games tonight to kick off Phase 2 of the ESQ League Invite Division. And obviously Phase 2 is what really matters more, because all of Phase 1 is over. Nothing counts from Phase 1. Headed into the relegations for a couple of teams, and only Immunity was able to make their way back in. Oh, and Yasukage is getting absolutely spotted right here. Might have to find himself a spot in the water. Vasily was able to spot him. And the Aztec as well. They both know where he is at the moment. So have a bit of a look at the current circle, although it looks like we're a bit of a fight here. Zoidmate spotting a couple of the members, or the remaining members of Team Immunity. But they, Biggie J and Uncry, able to get away. Although Biggie J quite low already. He's going to have to use one of his 2 first aid kits. Obviously, Team Immunity have been probably the best informed team over the last week or so, considering their performances in relegations. Not placing lower than a 5th place finish in a round. Don't tell me that's crashed. Oh my god, PUBG, why? Oh my god. I mean, good to get it out of the way early is what I say. It's good to get it out of the way early. But it is really frustrating that ever since this new patch, there's been one crash a night. And it's really, really annoying. Oh, F in chat, boys. F in chat. And it always seems to be in game 1, actually, as well, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. Game 1 just seems to crash randomly at any point. No lag, no signs of nothing. And it just, like, deletes itself. Just esports ready. Just trying to quickly load back in as quick as possible. But, you know, as I said, the way things usually go, this will probably be the only crash. Knock on wood. Yep. Knock on wood. Oh, it's frustrating. Alright. Should be getting back in. I do apologize. Obviously, nothing I can do. Completely out of my hands. We should be able to get back in. Hopefully, didn't miss too much. I feel like we probably missed a little bit, considering the circle. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of engagements as teams start to make their way actually onto Sosnovka Island and then look for compounds. Although, interestingly enough, we still haven't lost any of the teams. And we did get the next circle, which is pretty much as expected. Nothing too crazy. It does move more towards the land. Still a lot of the ocean in play. Interesting and not surprising at all to see pretty much a lot of the teams electing to come via boat, to make their way towards the south end of Sosnovka Island rather than trying to come over the bridges. As Dietlemide knocked down from Onichan, and that's going to be the first team eliminated, which is Archaic. As Rafi falls to his death. And the first team out of here is a open division team making their way into the invite and feeling the wrath of Greyhound Gaming. So Greyhound electing to hold the top end of the bridge. And nets them with a kill and Team White. It's got a bit of action here and probably going to have a bit of action everywhere very shortly. There was a knockdown from Lynxie and then a kill as well. You can kind of see the situation here with Auxiliaries Gaming here, number 10, and Atletico south of them. Just north is Avant Gaming and Schmed. Already rank tanking. As the rest of the Dynasty Esports Club have died. And so he is already by himself. But a circle like this, and considering the compound he's in, might be able to survive a few places if he's lucky and fortunate. But you can already start to see the sort of stagnant positions of these teams that have managed to get a compound. There's not many of them, so when you do get one, you want to obviously sit tight. Dak has spotted a member from Atletico, though, coming down the hill. Question will be if he wants to take the shot. I'm trying to see if that's a silencer or not. I'm actually not sure. It looks like it's a flash hider. That is a flash hider, right? Yeah. Not a silencer. Flash hider. Eddie Aztec knocked down by Joshi, but he is probably not going to be able to survive too much longer, and I'm correct. Chungi will confirm that kill. And Yeti Aztec will be able to get revived by Chungi. Resolve's just holding out in the corner. Good spot to hide for Pathogen. But I assume they will have to move eventually, as the circle will probably move a little bit more centrally. They've actually been spotted, but I believe that's Vasily, and it is moving that UAS. Waikikamuko has been knocked down by externals. So just south of Order. Here's Immunity. Cassie's been spotted as well. Just going to get on the bike and try and drive away, knowing that they don't have the best position. And wants to elect to group up with the rest of his team. Leaves Waikikamuko for dead. Unfortunately, he's going to be finished off by externals. Wastes no time and we're down to 50 alive. So, only 2 teams have dropped out so far. Tainted Minds and Archaic. As we've got 1 minute and 17 seconds. Next circle, again, Central. Pretty nice for a couple of teams. Obviously, as I mentioned, Pathogen are going to have to move, and they already have, and plenty of space inside the military base. Only Sif Gaming are currently holding up in there as well, but obviously it's quite large that they can both fit in. Seems like Greyhound Gaming did spot immunities. UAS driving on by with Uncry and co, but they are able to get away. It's actually just Uncry and Biggie J. Cassie's been spotted. I believe he's on the motorbike, and it is. Be interesting to see if he's going to be able to make his way out of this. I was hoping he was going to go on the wing of the plane and do a stunt, but he hasn't got the balls for it. Electric and McClutch both quite low as well, so I think he's just... where is Electric and McClutch, actually? Oh, okay. Wow. Cool. I was assuming he was going to try and make his way over to them, but that's obviously not part of the plan for Cassie. I think he's just trying to find a spot he can hold up. And I think he's definitely found one here. 10 seconds for that blue zone, which is going to move in again. I'm not sure what the plan is for Electric and McClutch here. They might have a boat. Don't want to click on them just in case they're in the water. And Avant Gaming spotting Greyhound Gaming on top of the hill, but it's not really a lot that they can do from there. Long, long distance. Merrick taking some shots onto Piva Potato. Out in the open, going for a bit of a run. Commotion is behind him as well. The smokes are going to provide some cover at the very least, but there's not a lot of meds here for Potato. He's going to pop his only painkiller. And try and get to the rocks. Takes a couple more shots. No pan. I think a couple of those shots would have been blocked by a pan. Hitting him in the butt cheeks. But he's able to then get behind cover. Use his final first aid kit. It's ugly at the moment for Potato. And just trying to duck and weave, running no cover at all. TLI trying to confirm this one. So close. One more shot. People Potato, you can hide behind the tree, but at some point you're going to have to move. You can't heal up either. DJ Arnie's circling around here on a bike, and Critical Motion has heard him. He's got no meds either. I'm not sure what's happened with the Chiefs. Obviously, Gatko wasn't too kind for them, and they did lose champs early. DJ Arnie just stopping randomly in the fields, and unfortunately finished off by Critical Motion. And Vanguard are out of here in 15th place. So 2 of the relegation teams out of here already. And somehow People Potato might just make it out of here alive. How has he managed this situation? But they're driving right into externals. Literally holding the line here. And he will definitely get the knockdown onto Potato if he lights this one up. Although, he's not going to. He's going to wait. Puts on the 2x, and now he does. One taps P for Potato, who was so low. Critical Motion. Able to get behind the Dacia. Returns fire at the very least, but look how low Critical is. And he's going to get knocked down. Double knockdown for externals. Although he is getting shot from a different angle. It looks like Vasily and Pathogen trying to stamp their authority on that. Mangy's been knocked out by Nick 101, but it's got to be a quick revive. Smokes come out, vehicles for cover. Letico should be fine. Blue zone reaches the circle, and we're going to get a new one. Hard shifts over to the right-hand side of the circle. Nice for Pathogen. Really nice for Kazi, as McClutch did, in fact, end up falling down to the play zone. Electric. If he can get this first aid kit off, he's already in the next blue zone, so he'll be fine. So, rough, to say at least for Auto. He's got a minute for that next blue zone. A lot of teams are going to have to push in here. Not a lot of cover, obviously, as Big J gets knocked down. That just leaves externals and Uncry. No kills for Biggie J. I think this might be the first time in like 10 games that Biggie J hasn't picked up a kill. I mean, that's just pulling stats out of my ass right there, but it feels like Biggie J always has a minimum of 1 kill. I'm sure he'll say the same thing. Uncry just going to play it safe here. Externals, the one that's fragging out for Team Immunity this time. Bit of a wraparound coming from Kangaroo Esports with Luditeo and Bishop here, trying to catch up Proficient, who's just ahead of them. Bit of a long wraparound. Safe play from the Raging Knights members, who still have all 4 alive. We see Assassin, Solo, and D-Stroke. And Externals is in a bit of a pinch here. Using the Dacia for cover, but shots are still hitting him. There was a pan hit there too. Double pan hit. Double pan hit save onto Externals right now. I think he might have at least momentarily found some cover. He's going to block the Dacia. Smart play. As, whoops, a daisy from Edge. That's one way to finish off the Chiefs. That is a big whoops-a-daisy. Not sure how he's managed that one. I bet he's glad that I wasn't viewing that. Maybe there was a different story to it. As Atletico will get the double blow up onto Bishop and Luditeo. Dark with a knockdown onto Assassin as they start to come out of their hidey hole. And D-Stroke as well, running straight on past TLI. We see finished off by Headlow. We're down to 39 alive, 13 teams. Maggie down and then out. Oni-chan confirms that kill. Atletico out in the open. They do have the planes for cover. Linksy with the Kark though with an 8 times. Deadly for a lot of the other teams. Kasum with the knockdown onto Electric. And he gets the knockdown onto Blackout NZ. Big shot from Linksy. Can he get the second one onto Oni-chan? No, he was able to at least get past. And Linksy's just going to try and spray into the smoke. Putting out some shots to see if any of them are going to connect, and none of them do. Blue Zone is moving in, by the way. It's getting pretty close on the right-hand side, but it's obviously going very slowly on the left-hand side, rapidly. But every team's already in the circle except TLI, who are just sort of on the edge, on the outer tier. Slob with the kill onto Assassin. That just leaves D-Stroke and Solo B now, last 2 alive, and they're both having a bit of a session behind the buggy. 4 bandages for D-Stroke. Interesting, he's not using them. No meds for Solo B. Jeez, did I accidentally put meds on 0% or something? This is crazy that no one has got meds. For the record, I didn't. But it's a little bit strange. I've never seen so many players with so little meds. Vart Gaming doing well though. 3 kills. 2 of those coming from Kasune, 1 from Kozi. Pathogen with 5 kills, 3 from Yeti Aztec, and of those was obviously externals just then. So that just leaves Uncry holding out quietly for Team Immunity. So we had a hard shift over to the right, now we got a hard shift over to the top left. Pretty decent for Uncry, actually. Avant Gaming, decent circle for them. Great for Greyhound holding up on the top north of that, but they might have a bit of pressure from Sif Gaming and Pathogen when they move in. Down to the south end, all open territory means it's anyone's game. They're going to send out Dak from TLI to suss it all out. See if we can open up a clear path for them, or at least give them some information. Kind of G-Sports, a team we haven't really touched on. 2 kills, one from Daswell and Kelly and one from Headlow. Moving up. Actually very close to Auxiliaries Gaming. And again, just lost Mr. Jaws early on, actually. Python Ace Gun, bongs out. Getting pushed upon, though. The Death won't kill you, just on the outside. Ace Gun. Smart play to get rid of the fence, though, actually. Actually, I don't know if it is. Well, it does give him a... Yeah, well, it gets him the ability to sort of poke around easier. Frag's going to come in, though. Knockdown onto Sunny. Frag's coming in. Ace Gun's able to hide in the bathroom along with Bong Sao. Head low, trying to peek through the windows. Was Death Try Kill You already inside? I think he was. He pushed in by himself, one at a time. Poor at the moment coming out from Carnage Esports, and they're wiped out because of it. Not the best engage that I've seen personally. They did pick up the kill onto Python, but well played from Auxiliaries Gaming, holding firm, getting 1 kill at a time. While that was happening, Proficient gets a kill on the solo B. Not a lot of movement. Pathogen slowly moving in. There was a big rotation coming out from TLI, though, as they moved in to get the defilade. They got great cover as well with the vehicles to their left and right. Grenades are coming out, though, as they're battling it out with Atlantico. Heifer, Neferhall, Lynxie, I think, is probably going to struggle to find a shot from there. Heifer with a big frag. Neferhall as well with the spray now, looking for Merrick. Unable to land any of those shots. He's got the 6 times on the SKS. Not known for his sniping. He's going to try and just flank around here with the M4, the holographic. This is a very dangerous and ballsy play from Neferhall. A TLI going to be ready for it. They've lost Slob down. Dak just gets picked back up. There's Neferhall. He's going to get spotted. Merrick's going to, unfortunately, not spot him. He does spot Heifer, though, with a good knockdown onto Heifer. The quick finish, too. Neferhall finished off as well. Oh, an ugly push from Atletico is punished by TLI. Patience is a virtue, and they get rewarded for it. Atletico possibly a little bit too greedy. Not the worst push considering they split left and right, but they pushed at the wrong time. They didn't push at the same time, and there was no cover for either Heifer or Neferhall. Definitely could have been better. Lynxie sitting back, last one left. He's picked up 2 kills with the Kark at the moment. And you expect that for him, and he's got a lot of meds compared to about everyone else. You can see the circle again. Only Uncry, Lynxie, and TLI are in that circle. A big chunk of teams with Pathogen, Sif Gaming, and Greyhound all up on the north side over the left. Avant still have not moved. I don't think they've moved since like the second play zone. They are going to get moving now, though. Now's the time to go. Bong Sao and Ace Gun are going to have to get moving soon, using the meds that they do have. Nick 101 goes out early. Goes out first and takes a big chunk of damage. Finds at least a little bit of cover, but it's not a lot. At least not a permanent location that you probably want to hold for now. He's sitting in the fan of the engine of the broken down plane. It's actually not a horrible position because you get complete safety behind him and you get a good view in front of him, so he could be a good scout to at least see the north end of what this circle holds. Avant in a decent position and a knockdown onto Slob from Somatic. TLI have got a defilade behind them that saves them, but there's no one behind them anyway. 10 seconds, by the way, that play area will get restricted, so that means go time for Auxiliaries Gaming. The UI as they go. They've picked up 4 kills, decent position. Avant Gaming definitely given themselves the best position right now. Proficient, spots resolves, ducking, weaving, gliding, takes a couple of hits. Blue zone, you can see it now coming in. Proficient gets the knockdown onto resolves, sitting in the blue zone, trying to at least confirm the kill, and he does. But unfortunately, the second he turns the corner, Vasily was waiting for him, gets revenge. 9 kills for Pathogen now. And by the way, we're into the final 6 teams. And there's the list. 3 alive for Greyhound Gaming, 3 for TLI, 4 for Avant, 3 for Pathogen, and the rank tank from Kazi for Order, and Lynxie for Atletico are on at the moment. So 15 alive. Avant Gaming, definitely, if I was a betting man, they'd be about $1.20 right now to win this one. So it's on them. 7 kills so far, performing well thanks to Kasoon's 5 kills. That crate, by the way, hasn't been opened. And a bit of a look. It's there. Mark 14, 8 times. And obviously all 3 level 3s. And Lynxie's actually found himself a knockdown and a kill on Tachungi. That gives him 3 and 6 in total for Atletico. Atletico did struggle, by the way, in the first phase of the ESU League Invite Division, narrowly escaping relegations due to some late heroics. But much better from them so far. And of course, still playing with Maggie. Maggie's a serviceable player, but he's obviously not permanent. Kazi's been spotted though. Vasily will confirm that kill. 10 now for Pathogen. Nick 101 has been spotted, finished off. Outlier. Merrick has spotted a couple of Avant as well. Dak with the car 98 and the 8 times. TLI playing this one patiently, maybe a little bit too patiently. It might be a bit difficult for them to move on up with Avant's position. We're going to get the next circle. Will it be central? It's north. Oh boy, that's nice for Greyhound. They've got 5 kills. Obviously, they've lost Zoid, but great circle for them. Not a bad circle for Avant either. They can definitely control all the teams that are south in terms of when they're going to want to push up. Yeti, Aztec, and Vasily's position, by the way, are very much like this split. $40 seconds. Really, the main battle at the moment is between TLI and Avant, but it's TLI that are just absolutely pinned down. They need to get a knockdown, throw a couple of smokes, push forward to get to that next circle, because, by the way, 25 seconds, not a lot of time, and they've got the most distance to run. Lynxie, with a huge knockdown onto Vasily, though, continues to perform by himself. Yeti Aztec, what do you do in this situation? Do you go for the revive? Do you push forward? Do you leave him? You got to leave him. There's way too far away from the next circle. By the time you get there, the blue zone's already going to be pushing. You've got to leave him for dead. The only thing you could possibly do is at least try and look for Lynxie, knowing that he's going to be pushing up, but he's trying to take the battle with the Extreme 2G and Greyhound as they are going to push in. They have to push in slightly. And there is no cover in this next circle, by the way, except for that crate. Avant Gaming the best position, probably, and they get the better end of TLI. Outliers down. Merrick able to push up, but not for too much longer because Lynxie continues to find these kills. He spots Somatic as well. The spray, unfortunately, with no prey because it wasn't answered. The frag grenade is going to come out. We're going to follow this one. Let's have a look. Is it a Kobe? It's going to bounce over the top. That's not going to hit anyone. Way too far. It's going to push up. He's known for his sniping ability, but how's his fragging ability? Close up, it's not very good because Cozzy just wrecks him. And we're down to the final 2 teams. Avant Gaming, 3. Greyhound Gaming, 3. Third place for Atletico. Decent performance, whole out play from Lynxie. Good frags. So you can see the cover that Greyhound have at the moment. The broken down UAS. And a couple of smokes in front that is about to dissipate shortly. Avant Gaming, though, on top of the plane. Somatic with the Kark. He's going to get a full view of Greyhound Gaming. We'll keep eyes on him. First shot, it's a whiff. He's got the 6 time. Takes a shot back. Obviously, the position is well and truly known. Takes a second shot. He doesn't know where that shot came from. A little bit confused from it. Has to push up a little bit more, but he's safe. Blackout with a knockdown onto Kasoon. Medkit time. Able to get the revive, though. Safe behind the UAS at the moment. Surprise Greyhound aren't just blowing this one up. Cozzy and Kasoon. Kasoon's going to have to heal up, so that means Cozzy's going to have to try and find some shots here with the 4X. I definitely want to try and keep it on Somatic because he's got probably the best opportunity to find a knockdown. But you know what? Let's just go into Greyhound because they're the ones getting the knockdowns. They're the ones being aggressive, throwing out the smokes. This looks like it's God V at the moment. It's Oni-chan throwing the smokes right on top of Avant Gaming. And they blow up Kasoon. Cozzy and Somatic left. Blackout NZ leads the charge. He spots Cozzy behind the crate. Quick spray. Knockdown. Somatic the last one left. And that should be just about the end for Avant Gaming. Gets a double knockdown spray. Oh, he turns it around out of nowhere, and it's a 1v1. But Oni-chan confirms for Greyhound. What a climactic finish in the end between Greyhound and Avant. Big effort in the end from Cozzy, but it's going to be the boys from Greyhound Gaming taking it out. And with 2 subs as well. Obviously, no Tuok, no Happy Davidas, no problems for Greyhound Gaming. Third place, Atletico, and TLI in fourth place. Decent performance for them. They've been in a bit of a slump at the moment. No haters, and they get fourth place. Haters was the problem. We're going to be back for round number 2 coming up shortly.
was worth the wait. Now I'm riding high and heavy, caught up in your ways. Hey, I never felt like this before. Now I love until you pull me to shore. Open my sun to the night, drowning lonely, set me from the tide. 'Cause I never felt like this before. Never felt like this before. Now I love until you pull me to shore. Open my sun to the night, drowning lonely, save me from the tide. 'Cause I never felt like this before.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Underground OC Invite Division. My name is Xenox, and probably just always screwing around with the scoreboard because it's only got 16 teams on it. But importantly, Greyhound Gaming, first place in terms of points after round number 1. It also says round 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the top. God damn it, Blake. Avant Gaming in second, Atletico third, Pathogen in fourth, thanks to the efforts from Vasily, but Atletico's efforts coming from Linksy, well and truly, could get third place there for Atletico. TLI fifth place, Auxiliaries Gaming, decent performance for one of the open teams in their first time in the Invite Division, sitting in sixth place. We are heading into the second round now, though. Possibly touch up on that again a little bit more later. Round 5. First playing path, and it is going to be going from Quarry over to Milter Power. So I guess something to probably look out for a little bit. Obviously, by the way, no Trident Esports again. Don't know. I don't know what's happening with Trident Esports tonight. Vanguard, a little bit disappointing from them to finish 17th. With 0 kills and pretty much 0 points from round number 1. They'll be looking to bounce back along with Archaic. So 2 of the teams from relegations making their way in, struggling on the first round. Raging Knights, a little bit average as well from them, but 2 big orgs and big teams that struggled, Chiefs and Tainted Minds, both picking up just 1 kill, placing 14th and 16th each. Dynasty Esports Club as well. Probably could have done a little bit better. And then pretty much average and middle of the pack from Carnage, Sif, Team Immunity, Order. A little bit of a poor game from them as well. But that top 7, all picking up 4 kills plus a piece. 7th place can get Esports, by the way. So into the round number 2, though, of the night. And a bit of an update. It is all Erangel. No Miramar. That's what I've been told. And I think who's missing from this, actually? Okay, that's fine. So it looks like standard drop locations for most of these teams. TLI down in military base. Milta Power for Atletico. Tainted Minds, of course, have made their way over to Milta. And for Chiefs, Gatka. We have our first circle, by the way, and it's a northern circle as Bong Sao decides to have a bit of an accident. But very interesting circle considering the plane path going from Quarry over Milta Power means obviously the northern side has taken teams a little bit longer to get there, and on top of that, no one going to Severny means that's open. North Georgia Pool's open. Kameshki's open. Zaki's open. Shooting range is open. And for Yasnaya, obviously, we have the boys from Pathogen. But Python AU seems to be long shooting over there as well from Auxiliaries Gaming. So they're looking to make their way over to Yasnaya as well. It's fairly standard to have two teams in Yasnaya, usually the split, one team south, and then one team sort of north in the apartments, and they sort of kind of keep to themselves depending on who those teams are. Vanguard splitting, Lipovka, Prison, along with Shelter, and Daxney is just north of Mansion. Rozhok with Carnage Esports in a decent position. Team Immunity, School, and Apartments. And in Pachinki we have Avant Gaming, and the Raging Knights, North Quarry. And in Primorsk, actually, we have Kanga Esports in Primo, and it is Archaic in Ferry Pier along the beach. And Resolve's going pretty early, by the way, up looking to get to Severny, but he's going to be beaten by Order. Waikikamukau and McClutch will be able to get to Severny safely and soon realize there's no one there. Critical Motion having an accident as well. Where's the bike? Where is Critical actually as well? Was he? I think he was scouting up. He was. There's the bike. You can crawl away from the bike, Critical, but I'm still going to find it, and I'm still going to show the evidence that you've made a bit of a mistake, a bit of a tumble. And with no one really close by me, Champs is going to have to quickly go and get him. And that is definitely what he's going to go and do. And taking a big stab here, but he's going to get there in time. Should get that revive. And no one from Greyhound really will come and clean up that kill because they don't realize where Critical is. Still playing with Blackout and Onichan as well, and Greyhound obviously coming off the back of that chicken dinner, which has them in first place at the moment in Phase 2 after Round 1. But obviously plenty of weeks and plenty of rounds still to go. Sif Gaming and Farm is Chus. Definitely not Chungs. Poor Chus. Live BD, Wigan and Cryptic, who, Wigan and Cryptic both performed really well. The standout players in the relegations for Sif Gaming. And down in Novo is Dynasty Esports Club. The biggest distance really to travel is from TLI, who still is not playing with Hades. Critical Motion actually dies. Champs wasn't able to get there in time. I really thought he was going to be able to get to. That must have been really close. Wow. I mean, he didn't take a shot from anyone, did he? Like, from Zoidmate? Possibly? No, it would have been credited the kill, so... Yeah, that's bizarre. I really thought Champs would have got there in time. He must have been so close. He must have been really, really close. That is incredible. So... couple of players being sent to scout the circle out. And at the moment, Waikikamuki and McClutch both happily looting Severny. I wonder if they realise that crate landed right next to them. Sometimes you just don't realise it, but let's have a bit of a sneaky peek. M24, 8x scope. Oh. Waikikamuki, come over here and collect the goodness that is in this crate. I mean, surely he'll spot it at some point. Either him or McClutch. Let's see if he's going to... Oh, I'm just going to see if he can see the smoke from here. From up here. I don't think he will. No. And it looks like actually the smoke from the crate's dissipated, so that's gone already. 25 seconds, by the way, and that blue zone will start to slowly come in. Not a lot of movement. I honestly thought there might have been a bit more movement, especially from Dynasty and TLI, but it looks like TLI are starting to move now with Outlier and Dak. And Merrick's picked up a vehicle as well. Should go and pick up Slob, and he will. So they're going to start to get moving. It looks like Deethlamite and co. coming out from Ferry. He's got Dusty with him. And they're going to make the long trip up the ocean. Probably make their way in towards George Balls. So they may actually spotting a couple of the members from Raging Knights, but unable to accomplish anything with that effort. Avant Gaming, they had a decent game as well. Big effort from Kassoon. But a bit of a slow start compared to last game, where, you know, last game was very much hectic. A lot of kills early on, considering the circle down in military. And this one, a little bit different. Still a lot of the ocean in play, though, all things considered. When you consider the first circle is meant to be absolutely huge. There's so much of that is actually in the ocean right now that it's really like a 70% circle. Mr. Jaws coming up early from Auxiliaries Gaming. He actually died pretty early on in the last round, but Auxiliaries still had a decent finish. Looks like Resolves has made his way. Finally, it actually looks like I think someone has found the crate. No. Actually, what happened to Waikikamukel? Oh. Okay. The McClutch is literally right next to this crate with the M24. Surely he's going to spot this. I'm just going to... If I miss something, I'm going to kill myself. But surely... Just turn around, McClutch. Turn around. There's an M24 just sitting there. That's bizarre. I mean, and it's obviously one of those crates where you'd be... Oh, okay, let's see. Come on. He's going to walk out of here and he's going to spot it. Joshy has had a bit of a tumble. Just see if we can see where Joshy is. He's going to get picked up. No problems there. Well, I mean, McClutch. Obviously, the red smoke is gone now, so that makes it a little bit harder to you know, see it. But he was still so close to it. He's run away from it. I thought he was on top of it when I was zoomed out, and he's completely gone away from that one. Well, someone might grab that at some point. It looks like Kazzy's gone for a very, very long rotate here. Over North Stalba, went past Kameshki. Athletic over there, rotation up the Stalba mountain range. And they might run into the two members of Auxiliaries Gaming in Ace Gun and Python. Or at the very least, they might actually just sort of go above them. They have to be a bit careful. Nefhall leading the way on the motorbike could get lit up if he's not careful here. But they are continuing to go more north with their trajectory, which means that they will avoid Ace Gun and Python. Some shots coming out from Electric and Waikikamukel. Looks like they've spotted the boys from Carnage Esports. And they've been spotted as well. Electric in the buggy just moving it. Slightly unable to move that one into cover, actually, to at least make sure. No. Oh, it looks like McClutch has found it. All right, McClutch has found it. Finally. I mean, that took about 5 minutes alone, I think, to get that crate. But they got it. They got it in the end for order. And McClutch will now vacate Severny, knowing it's fully looted out. As actually Kazzy's coming around. Knows it's obviously all safe here in Severny. Blue Zone getting quite closer. On the western side, Deethlamite, Dusty, non-reg. Raffy's dead early, actually, for Archaic. And TLI making their way up as well. Pea for Potato and the rest of the Chiefs, along with Champs. Obviously losing critical so early from something so innocent. And also at the same time, probably expected to get that revive, but didn't happen in the end. Turner Mines finding a spot on the outskirts of Roshawk. Looks like about has found safety as well for Dynasty Esports Club, holding on the bridge next to them though, Sif Gaming. What makes things difficult if they want to go across that bridge, but everyone's spread out except for just south of the shooting range with Team Immunity, Carnage Esports. Champs is holding a compound as well, and then obviously two of the members from Order. Circle moves again, and it goes a little bit more south, and now that does allow more access for those teams that have just sort of come in, reacting to the big circle up north. They're already in because of that. 2 minutes for that blue zone. So, Georgia Paul crates are in at the moment. Some movement near the members of Chiefs. That's from TLI that have just come in as P for Potato with a bit of a spray. Completely lights up Merrick. Let's see if he can find the knockdown, and he can, but it's on Slob. Oh, Merrick was low as well, but Slob gets pinned out. He's the unlucky one, and now he's being absolutely picked apart. P for Potato will confirm that kill. TLI come out with one less member. He could have been two, though. Merrick was quite low as well, so at least they were able to get away with just losing one. Bard Gaming in the middle. Here's Greyhound Gaming have found themselves on the other end of the bridge. So we're reaching 1 minute now, and the player will get restricted soon. 64 alive still with 17 teams. It is going to get absolutely packed in a minute. Especially from possibly this northern end. The south end's a little bit quiet. Obviously, TLI, they are quite safe. No one's going to be coming from ruins or behind them in general. There's going to be another crew coming up, though, next to P for Potato and Edge. That's Kanga Esports that have made their way into crates. Bishop knocked down from Proficient with the team accident. But they are in crates, so it'll be a quick revive as Onichen is spotted. Nick 101 from Avant Gaming. Crate dead center. I mean, that is absolutely dead center of the circle. Player area is restricting, though. So, looking probably just an update on the teams that are outside of the current circle. You've got Archaic, North Georgia Paul, and I believe that's Dynasty Esports Club that are now rotating in. So they're playing it a little bit more slow, waiting to react late. Not pushing in early to get a compound. See how that works out for them. Why does that just say that Rafi just went down? He's been down for a while. Either that was bugged. What was that? Esports ready. Zoid mate, though, risky play, risking it for the biscuit, and he gets the pickup from the crate. Was the Grozer. Nice pickup for Zoid mate. That's a deadly, deadly weapon in his hands. I'll just make sure he didn't leave anything behind, and he didn't. So level 3 helmet, obviously, level 3 vest, and with the Grozer as well. Zoid is packing some heat for Greyhound now, looking to get back-to-back chicken dinners, and that is typical of Zoid to make that risky play to move up to that crate away from safety, and he gets rewarded for it. A lot of teams wouldn't make that push. They wouldn't take that risk, and that's why they don't get rewarded with the Grozer and level 3 gear. And that's going to be, there's the crew coming by now for Kanga Esports, and again P for Potato and Edge trying to light them up just like they did to TLI, but it was only Luda Teo that was going through. Dated Mines again. Galway filling in for Subslayer tonight. Straight trying to see what he can find. Blue Zone will reach the end of its lifespan, colliding with the white circle. And we're going to get the next circle, the next play zone for these players, and it's going to pretty much hard shift northeast. I mean, that is not quite the full hard shift, but it's just thereabouts. It's going to make life difficult for TLI, who are just, you know, near ruins. Tainted Mines should be okay. It's going to be an awkward push into that next circle. The belief will be that it's an awkward push, but they should be fine. It's a bit clear for them. I believe the Kanga Esports should be able to get in quite fine. DJ Arnie getting lit. And surprisingly has taken no real damage to the vehicle. Now he is, as I've mentioned it. It's still about half health. Getting quite low. A lot of bullets, but should get to safety for Vanguard. Still so many players and teams alive. No one really colliding. And as I've mentioned it looks like Extrude has been spotted by McClutch. It's a very long-range shot. There's the M24 going into action for McClutch. You got the silencer for it as well. 28 seconds for the blue zone. Clutch trying to land some shots on the Carnage Esports. So Tainted Minds, Extrude's back up. He's going to heal back up now. Pops a couple of energy drinks, pops the painkillers. Now he's going to pop the first aid kit. Now Dak's getting lit up. Along with Merrick. On the motorbike, it's always deadly. Sliding his way forward at the moment. Oh, he's doing some flips. I don't know if it's just the spectator that's doing this, but they're able to get away. They've left Outlier all the way down to ruins as well. So Dak and Merrick able to get to safety, but for how much longer? They're about to rock up next to Auxiliaries Gaming, and if they don't go to them, they're going to rock up to Raging Knights. Externals knocked down from Testroy. And they get off the motorbike probably just in time, because coming up the hill is going to be Auxiliaries Gaming. Dak and Merrick, though, there's only the two of them, but there is only at least the three here for Auxiliaries Gaming. Have they spotted Merrick yet? Surely Mr. Jaws has, and he definitely has now. He's got the 2x, spots him. He's going to wait, but he maybe waits a little bit too long, and that's going to allow Merrick to get over the defilade. And they continue to push forward. Ace Gun is closer. He's just behind Dak. Has he spotted him, though? Definitely he's just spotted Merrick. Now the shots might just ring out. Silence shots, and just a couple of hits. There goes Dak. Merrick is going to have to respond here. TLI have got themselves into a danger position. Merrick able to get some shots on the Ace Gun. Gets him down to half health, but it's only Merrick to deal with three members of Auxiliaries Gaming. Trying to fall back, but unfortunately not even the pen is going to be able to save you, Merrick. And it's going to be a double kill for Auxiliaries Gaming. TLI punished, and they're having an awful game. That just leaves Outlier to rank tank for as long as he can. Maybe Hades was not the problem after all. Time to sub him back in, boys. Peeper Potato knocked down from Blackout as the two members, Potato and Edge, had to push forward. They are still in the blue zone. It's trouble for Peeper Potato. Might still be able to get this revive and be able to survive, but the push from Zoidmate's so aggressive. He's got the frag, he knows they're in the shack, but he knows if he pushes forward, he's going straight into that blue zone and taking unnecessary damage to try and confirm 2 kills that they should be able to pick up later anyway, knowing that they're going to have to run out of the blue. Python and Ace Gun, last two standing as Mr. Jaws is knocked down. Peeper Potato dies to the blue zone. That's going to make things... Wait, what? Okay, no, he got picked back up, now goes back down to the blue zone. So, unfortunately, it's just not going to happen here for Edge. Bandages the wounds, and he's going to have to get moving. The climax of the blue zone now comes to an end. It's another hard shift. Now, that is a hard shift up to the northeast. And it's lovely for team immunity. Right smack bang in the middle. It's good for Carnage Esports, and it's great for Sif Gaming. And it's probably the best for Dynasty Esports Club, holding that top north end position. Atletico, though, could rotate onto them. That might be deadly. As Vasily picks up a knockdown onto Ludatio and confirms the kill onto Soterix. 2 kills for Vasily. Cutest Gamer and OCE right here, boys. Confirmed. And Proficient trying to take a 1-on-3 at the moment. He's by himself, so he's got no choice but to have a 1-on-3 in this scenario. 37 seconds for that blue zone. Auxiliaries Gaming have been hugging the blue circle. You have to push up. Proficient. Electing possibly to not go for a rank tank, but possibly go for a squad wipe. Could work out in the end. It could backfire completely, but what's he got to lose? I'd say probably the best thing to do here is just let them run past and then shoot them, but we'll see what Proficient does. I believe that was Heifer who just got knocked down as well. But Python's going to come. To the left, though, is Akon. There's 2 of them. I wonder if Python even realizes this. He doesn't. He has no clue. He's going to get finished off as well. Back to Proficient we go. Spots Ace Gun behind the next tree. Blue Zone's moving, but to his right, and it's behind. As Mr. Jaws will confirm that kill onto Proficient, and the two remaining members of Auxiliaries Gaming and Mr. Jaws and Ace Gun will get moving. You can see the absolute action that's happening at the moment. Avant Gaming have got Greyhound rocking up to them. Zoidmate and co. Zoidmate's going to get lit up from Cozzy. Gets out of the UAS in time. See if he can respond. He's got the Grozer, but he's going to use the Scar for the long distance. Onichan knocked down from Declamide. And Zoidmate's getting shot from every angle. At the moment, it's tough pickings for Greyhound. It's only Zoid and Blackout that are still standing. And Declamide's been spotted by Blackout. Nice kill. 14 teams. We went from 17 teams to 14 teams inside the span of a minute. And the Blue Zone's moving again. How quick it can all just pop off so quickly. 3 kills for Greyhound. Trying to get the revive into Extreme and Onichan, but Zoidmate is quite low and he gets wrecked by Kassoon with the mini. Testroid with the kill onto Solo B, and teams are just starting to melt away. Tainted Minds holding on firm with all 4 still standing. But they are about to enter an engagement with Vanguard. Extrude's been spotted. SKS ripping through him. Yasukage just going to hold firm with the tree. Knows Tainted Minds are going to have to push up to them. Where's Benshu? We know what he can do. He's a bit nutty. The unit himself. 14 teams, 46 alive. Linksy's knocked down. Schmed with that one. Cassie with a knockdown onto Joshi. And Yasukage will finish off that kill. Oh, Benshu takes a huge tap and he's in the blue zone as well. Going for the first aid kit. Is he even going to get it in time? As Galway's knocked down as well. Gets the first aid kit, but he knows he can't even really go anywhere. And that could be the end of Tainted Minds. Benshu's still standing, but he's got nowhere to go. You're just trying to play this one safe and hope that Vanguard forget about him. But great position. Great hold from Vanguard. Great play. Good confirmation of the kills. Circle moves again to the northeast. It just doesn't want to move away, and it continues to feed immunity. Weezy with a double knockdown on the Maggie Nefahor. Benshu's been spotted, and he's been finished off. Linksy, last one standing, as Maggie's been finished off. Raging Knights, Vanguard, 2 of the relegation teams putting in work right now and taking out some of the bigger known invite teams. I said it during relegation that the invite teams should be wary of these newer teams from the relegations. They've got potential, they frag out. And in a game like PUBG, nothing's safe. Ever. D-Stroke and Weezy. Weezy's just looting up. Kebab's close by as well on the northern end of these 3 players. A little bit of the circle. And it looks like, I think Nick's going to go for this crate, and he is. I just missed what was in it. It looks like it's going to be a ghillie suit with the... what weapon's in there? It looks like it's the AUG. AUG with a suppressor as well. So, Nick 101's absolutely loaded up right now. Champs is hiding in the grass. But he's going to allow Avant Gaming to push past him. Smart play, honestly. You don't want to take the fight 1-on-3 when they've got the position on you. Semantic's going to take the UIs and move away. It actually would have been a good pickup if Champs was able to turn around and probably pop Nick 101 while he was still running, but Avant didn't move too far. Just with the knockdown and kill onto DJ Arnie. Vanguard's in a tough spot, and that just leaves Yasukage. Not for long. Wigan confirms that kill. Sif Gaming will confirm that. Waiki Kamukia with a knockdown onto Cryptic as Order start to push up now. And they have to because the blue zone's moving. Waiki Kamukia scanning the horizon, seeing what he can find. He finds Chus. Shot, whiffs it a little bit to the left. Kazi has been knocked down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get revived. Okay, he's got the rock. He might be safe. But Carnage Esports have also started firing upon the boys from Order. Ace Gun knocked down from Nick 101, putting the AUG to use already. Takes out Mr. Jaws as well, and Auxiliaries Gaming will perish in 11th place. That means we've got the top 10 sealed up now, guys. 27 alive. And in 10th place, it will be the boys from Raging Knights. So Linksy holding on, and he's about to die. He has no idea where he's getting shot from right now. Schmed spotted Yeti Aztec. I think Atletico might go out in 9th place here. Well, Linksy might be left alone And as a player, you don't want to leave alone. He can cause damage. Doesn't have the Kar 98 in his back pocket, but he's still a deadly player to leave alive as a single. Yeti Aztec resolves Chungi, trying to carry the work that Vasily was putting in before. Chungi's got an idea where a couple of teams are in Dynasty, and obviously the remaining Lynxy. Somatic knocked down along with Kazi. Immunity have barely had to move, and they've barely had to fight, but when they do, Uncry's up for the challenge. Gets the knockdown onto Kazi. Cryptic on ham right now, just wiping out Order. They had a tough position to deal with, and they've been completely eliminated in 9th position. So Sif Gaming popping off this game with 8 kills. Big J will finish off the kill onto Kazi. The confirmed kill for Uncry, though, who got that knockdown. Nick 101, though, he's got the Og Silence. What can he do in this position? Immunity starting to push up. They want to confirm these kills, but they've got good position here on Nick 101, who's left to his own devices up top of this hill, behind the smoke. Uncry's pushing up. Has he spotted him? Not yet. Even I wouldn't be able to spot him here, and he's got that ghillie suit as well. He gets the knockdown onto Biggie J. Finally, Uncry gets an idea. He has no idea, though. Never mind. I take that back. He got a couple of shots onto Nick 101, but the ghillie suit man pops up, gives his position away just then. Uncry doesn't shoot, though. Kasoon knocked down. We'll go back to Nick 101. The ghillie suit paying dividends right now. 7 seconds. The blue zone will start to get moving, though. Smoke from Nick 101. Uncry trying to wrap around. Definitely not going to be able to surely get this revive on a Biggie J. Surely Nick 101 might just be able to get both of them here. He moves into the smoke. The grenade from Headlow will finish off Kasoon. Nick, you are so close to getting a double kill, you don't even realize it. Lynxy finally died, so Atletico out in 8th place. Uncry able to emerge victorious and get the revive onto Biggie J. Nick 101 still lurking, though. He's got just Somatic, who runs into the smoke. Champ snaking silently for the Chiefs. He's done a decent job. Uncry spot steps won't kill you, but he's got so many to deal with right now. As Nick 101 pops up, and he finally gets him. Finally spots him, but he gets return knocked down. That's from Untainted. Carnage Esports pick up their 4th kill. We'll finish off Uncry. They will finish off Nick 101. Untainted with 2 kills, and they're going to get the revive on the Deaths Won't Kill You. They spot Champs as well, so they wipe the Chiefs out in 7th place. Just, though, will kill Headlow. As now Sif Gaming start to rotate around up north. We've got Pathogen happily sitting, and Dynasty Esports happily sitting. Biggie J last alive for Team Immunity. And those are your final 6 teams, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a forest finish with a lot of trees. Luckily, we're not playing third person. Am I right? So Somatic now. Will he take the ghillie? No, never mind. He doesn't have time to do that. He got a couple of shots onto Sunny. Gets him low, but he's able to play this one safely. And a decent performance coming out from the Carnage Esports lads. And this blue zone does reach the circle. We're going to find out who's going to get lucky here. One of these 4 teams. And it goes into the center. Okay, no one gets lucky, no one gets fed. I quite like that. Biggie J with a knockdown, though. And it's onto Untainted. Trying to take on the rest of Carnage Esports. 5 teams left. Biggie J using his very last first aid kit. So instead of just playing this one safe, he's got 2 teams pretty much surrounding him. One of them's Pathogen, one of them's Carnage Esports, and he's trying to take on Carnage Esports. Bang! Headshot right onto Resolves in the split nick of time. Biggie J, we know what he's capable of. No kills in the first round, still no kills in this round, but if he can confirm Resolves, that will obviously change that story. Is true. He's knocked down by Testo. Pathogen's in a bit of trouble right now. It's just Yeti Aztec, the last one standing. And he doesn't know what to do. Does he go for the revive in a dangerous scenario where he knows 2 of his members just got both knocked down in that situation? Resolves is going to die here. But whether or not he can get Chungi is the second question. Big J gets the kill. Chus will take out Sunny. Now takes out Deaths Won't Kill You. How many kills has Chus got? Look how aggressive Chus is going right now. He's got 5 kills. The wrap, the rotation, so far away from the rest of his team. He's just cleaning up. Biggie J is about to get spotted. Oh, I thought the game crashed and I had a heart attack. I'm not even joking. Biggie J. Oh, he doesn't spot him. Chus has been eliminated. Oh, he's been playing so well, so aggressive, so efficient. Biggie J gives away his position, and Chungi gets up from the revived state, and he gets the kill. He's second for the game. 5 for Pathogen. Immunity are out. 3 teams remain. 2 for Pathogen, 3 for Civ Gaming, 6 for Carnage Esports. Not Carnage Esports, what are you doing? 3 for Dynasty Esports. They're all esports, aren't they? Might they just become Pathogen Esports as well? Fulfill the dream. Civ Gaming Esports. Civ Gaming Esports Club Limited. Probably no one with the better position right now, but Civ Gaming know the location of Pathogen coming over the deflated / hill. It's not really a deflate. It's just a really long, sloping hill going down towards Dynasty Esports Club, who are trying to push up this hill. They got the rock. Next circle, though, could definitely change the dynamics here. Shot onto Schmed, landed by Yeti Aztec. And he gets a second one to land onto Schmed. Great accuracy. Circle's about to come, by the way. Is it going to move into anyone's favor? It kind of does. It moves away from Pathogen. Life BD, though. Knocked down onto Chungi. Pushes up, but he gets back. That's from Yeti Aztec. He's going to confirm this kill. Get the revive on the Chungi as well. 48 seconds. Pathogen. They've got a distance to move. Cryptic being aggressive. He gets the spray onto Kebab, and Destroy's knocked down. And that's Dynasty Esports Club out of here. And we've got a 2-on-2 situation to finish off round 2 of the night. Grab your popcorns, ladies and gentlemen. It's a finish here between Pathogen and Civ Gaming. The relegation team making their presence known, and guess who? It's the power duo of Wigan and Cryptic. They've been in this situation before, and they show it there. Headshot at the Chungi, second one! Wigan, you're insane! Oh, the double headshot. He might as well be Guchin from 4 a.m. Picks up 5 kills, and Civ Gaming pick up 15 in total. The chicken dinner, and they pick up your respect. They've earned this one. Pathogen in second place with a solid effort. And third place, Dynasty Esports Club. It's heating up here in the ESU Invite League. I'm pumped. I'm ready to get into round 3, and I bet you guys are as well. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a 10-minute break, and we're back for round number 3.
There's a voice in my head telling me to run away. And I can't stop saying those things I can't unsay. But it's the way you speak, the way you say my name. Thought it would last a week and you'd leave without a trace. But I'm still in your arms, and it's safe enough to fall asleep. I'm tired and I can feel you breathe. I don't wanna ever leave, 'cause your love is a symphony. Love is a symphony. Love is a symphony. Love is a symphony.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Underground OCE Invite Division. My name is Xenox. We're heading into the third of 4 maps here on Erangel to kickstart Season 1, Phase 2. It is the first week, and we just had Sif Gaming's Wigan pop off with 2 massive headshots to confirm the chicken dinner for the boys. Unfortunately, we don't have the updated scoreboard. Apparently there's an issue with the hosting site at the moment, so feels bad, man. But you can kind of get a bit of a picture, I guess, from round 1 for Sif Gaming. You know, they were 10th with 0 kills, and then to pick up 15 kills in a chicken dinner, they are absolutely going to skyrocket up the scoreboard. And Tainted Minds and Chiefs struggling a little bit at the moment. Archaic was a bit better. And still no Trident. I have no idea what's going on with Trident. And as it's been confirmed to me, I know Blackout is Tuok. And it's really confusing because should I call him Tuok? I'm just going to call him Tuok. I'm just going to do that. Just going to do that. And if I can do that, can I just call Yasukage Tensei as well? Because I hate that name so much. 20 seconds and get a bit of a look at the plane flight path. Probably the most central flight path that we've had so far. A lot of them have been quite south so far. Just going to go a bit to the west of military base, and it's going to make its way past Gatka, Pachinki, Georgia Paul. So the west side of the map, well and truly in play. Might make things difficult for Atletico to get to Milta Power. I think Tainted Minds should be able to get to Milta quite comfortably. Novo's obviously quite comfortable. But I'd say Milta Power, Lipovka, probably the 2 most difficult locations to get to with this plane flight path. Kameshki as well, but I mean, with a plane path like this, there's no reason to go to Kameshki. And so it'll be interesting to see if any teams might change things up a little bit. TLI should go military base. And I think Dynasty Esports Club will be going to Novo. But a very early drop coming out from Atletico. Let's see if we can get a bit of an idea if possibly they're going military or they're going for a vehicle early to then drive the Milterside Bridge, make their way to Milta Power. Smart play if they do. And a very early bike for Lynxie, so I will keep an eye on them and see if that's the play that they're going to make. And for Heffer, he's got a bit of, he's going for the long shoot, and obviously for Tainted Minds, they want to get to Milta. So looking for vehicles as well. So Tainted Minds and Atletico might collide a little bit on the Milta Bridge. As Dynasty Esports will be going to Novo. And everyone else, as you can see, on the west side. And we've got Kangaroo Esports. We're heading to Primosk. Should pause the sound in the background that's not even playing. Sif Gaming, though. I mean, let's give a bit of a highlight to Wigan. Do not give this man a sniper rifle because he will take your head off. No questions asked. As Kebab. Not the best start, but he will be fine. Unless Neferhor somehow manages to go right near him, but I don't think he's going to do that. So He's fine. Also, Subslayer's back. Subby. Galway filling in for the first 2 rounds, but Subby's here. And we got our circle, and it is Westside, Gatka, Georgia Paul, Primorsk, Ferry Pier, and Quarry, the big locations. This is great for the Chiefs. They've been struggling a little bit. Raging Knights. Oh, Hades is back. I didn't even realize. I just saw a comment from Crush. Hades has the same amount of kills as all of Trident so far tonight. Well, he might get more than all of Trident in this game. Well, we'll see. There's a bit of pressure on Hades this game. Bit of pressure. Georgia Paul, 9010 Extreme, 2 Arkans. Wait, mate. Next thing, someone's going to tell me Onichan's happy Navitas as well, but it's not. And making their way up to Severny, Order. Because he's a bit separated from the rest of the big chinky kings in Avant Gaming. Deethlamite up in Zaki. For Archaic. And obviously Pathogen and Yasnaya. Even with that circle, they're still wanting to make their way over there. And even with the circle, Atletico do not care. They'll still make their way all the way to Milton Power. And they're obviously going to have a very long trip back to the circle. And it'll be very interesting to see how they're going to rotate this. I wonder if they might elect to go for the long rotate and come all the way up towards like North Georgia Paul, and like that could be interesting if they do that. Vanguard, Lipovka, Prison, Shelter. DJ Arnie will probably make his way over to Mansion. There is still 3 minutes for that blue zone, by the way, so plenty of time for these teams to obviously loot up. Turn of Minds get to Milton safely. Sif Gaming Farm at South Farm with the Milton Bridge area as well. Great circle though for Kangaroo Sports and Primorsk. Big split up though for Archaic. So Dusty's at Ferry Pier, Non-Reg is over just north of Quarry, and then you got Deethlamide over at Zaki. And where's Rafi? Oh, he's on top. Okay, he was on top of Non-Reg. I couldn't see him. He was covering him up, hiding his whereabouts. There's actually a fight here. I didn't even realize it, but Weezy's a bit stuck at the moment. Oh, poor Weezy. Knocked out, and he'll be finished off. First death of the game. That was totally not intended, but we got the kill. And a good start for Archaic. First crate. Closest to that is Team Immunity, Externals, and Biggie J. What did anyone just see that? There was someone near Biggie J and they just like flew off the map. Or am I like on pingers? I'm gonna check the VOD back later and make sure I'm not seeing things. Cassie going past critical motion. He's got already 325.56. He's got plenty of ammo to try and spray Cassie down. He's unable to land a single shot onto Cassie. Although Piff Potato's close by. I thought he might have elected to try and get out and fire some shots. Although, does he even have a weapon? He doesn't. Oh, no, he does. Okay, it was just... They just weren't showing up. He just spawned 2 weapons on his shoulder as he gets out of a buggy. Esports ready. 1 minute for the play zone, and the blue zone will make its way in. I like how there's a big giant hole in the ground when the building's not loaded in. Some decent loot actually here for Neferhort, for Atletico, and TL8 will start to make their way out of military base. Couple of shots from Zoid made onto Headlow. Headlow's actually very low. Get it? Head low. His head. Oh god, it's late. Able to make it. Safety though, only has the energy drink. See whether or not he'll be able to find a first aid kit nearby, because the blue zone's making its way Another energy drink. Not quite what Headline wants. But he'll take it. He'll consume it. And he'll start to heal up. Very slowly. Externals did actually end up looting that crate. And as you can see on his back, he's got the M249. And the level 3 setup. Still in no vote. Dynasty Esports. Really, all of these teams are actually on the east side of the map. No one has moved. The only team that sort of was far away, which was TLI, has made their way in from military base. Everyone else still pretty stagnant. Edge has been dropped to about half health. I'm not sure if all of that's from Kasoon. Critical motion knockdown as well from Zoidmate, and it is not. It's definitely pinned down from Greyhound Gaming as well. So for the Chiefs, even with a circle like this, it just hasn't worked out for them. Champs is in trouble as well. Drops down. He's got 5 first aid kits and he's about to give them all over to Greyhound Gaming as Tuok will confirm that kill. That just leaves P for Potato to salvage something from what has become a disastrous start for the Chiefs and what has probably been a very disastrous night for the Chiefs. Nothing has gone their way. So if you've just joined us, round 1, Greyhound Gaming took out the chicken dinner. Sif Gaming in round 2. Pathogen been consistently performing well. Teams that haven't really set fire so far tonight. Chiefs, Tainted Minds to a degree. Maybe even Atletico was quiet last round. I'd say Atletico's been okay. Average. Some of the bigger orgs that just haven't really stood up. And the relegation teams, though, definitely have. And, I mean, it goes without saying, with Sif Gaming taking out the chicken dinner. And Kasoon, oh boy, dangerous situation. Big shot to the shoulder. Able to get away. Finds the wizard out. Oh, knocks himself out. I could feel that happening. I wasn't sure whether or not it was going to throw him off or he was going to be able to get off. And unfortunately, it was the latter. And that means he has the crawl of shame from the motorbike. Cozzy really not in a position to be able to just sort of bail out. And because of that, that's why he wasn't in a position to just bail out. The smoke was a little bit too late. Non-Reg was able to get that knocked down. So Avant Gaming has just pretty much stumbled. Nick 101 and Somatic as fast as they can with the Darcia to make their way to try and get at least the revive onto Kasoon. I would say that's the end of Cozzy, and it is. Non-Reg just possibly seeing if anyone was going to try and come and get a revive, but it's not going to happen. So Avant Gaming will be down to 3. Live PD knocked down. Big 101 taking some shots on the Rafi. Avant looking for some revenge here, but revenge for Cozzy. It's not going to come. I like how they just left him for dead. Instead of finishing him off and taking his loot, they just backed off, playing it safe. And this non-reg will use his only first aid kit to get himself back up. Blue zone, as you can see, we're still on the first circle, by the way. And the horde of teams making their way in from the east. The convoy. Finally. Life BD had a bit of a knockdown, and I think there's probably a bike somewhere. Where is it? Where is it, Life? Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Unless the bike has just gone into outer space. Or hasn't rendered. I can't see it. So maybe it wasn't the bike. We're not going to charge him as guilty until proven innocent. So Life gets up with a bit of help from Cryptic, driving past Dynasty Esports. They're going to take a couple of shots from the two members of Sif Gaming. Neffel was splitting up a little bit from the rest of his team. Not quite sure what the plan was for there. Probably just waiting a little bit for Heifer, Mangy, and Lynxy to catch up. As the Blue Zone will finally reached the circle. Vanguard's still waiting to come in, so is Atletico. Circle moves again, goes south. Over Quarry, Primorsk, well, half of Primorsk is still in Gatka Fields. But it does eliminate Georgia Paul, Hospital, Mountain. So, as Neferhor was waiting, he's still waiting. But they will start to move forward. Daxney quite close by to Civ Gaming. He's a little bit low, taking some shots. It's like Mad Max at the moment. So they make their way in. Crate. That's a very nice crate if a team can get there first. It's safe. Pathogen with a late rotate out of Yasnaya. They're going to get to Resolves, though. And who's the other one? Vasily. And obviously they know it's safe. They'll be able to come through Georgia Paul safely. No one will harm them. Team Immunity. Going for a bit of a run. Bit of a jog. 1 minute for that blue zone. DJ Arnie very late to the party, actually. And Somatic is knocked down. Avant Gaming and Greyhound. Having a bit of a tussle. But Soymate and Zork are going to bail out. So of course, Avant already losing Cozzy from before. They're going to want to pick their fights carefully. 30 seconds. Blue zone will push in. It's going to force quite a few teams that are up north, around the Gatka Fields area. Tainted Minds, Auxiliaries Gaming, Team Immunity. And Pathogen still haven't even got into this next circle. 15 seconds. Yeti Aztec will get in, but Chungi will probably start to take damage from the next blue zone. And Yeti Aztec, there you go, buddy. He'll be able to get in and start going south, following Resolves and Facilities path. But Chungi's he's going to be in the blue pro for the whole way. He's got 2 first aid kits, 10 bandages, and 1 energy drink, and he's already about half stimmed up. So he'll be fine. He's just not in the best situation that you really want to be in. We got shots everywhere at the moment. And it's actually Haters has been knocked down. Of course it is. Dak as well. We will be fair. Hades is getting revived. And Dak is going to try and get revived from Merrick. Even with that smoke. But I think Merrick's a little bit confused as to where the shots are coming from. He is safe. These are just pretty much prayful shots that are coming out from the boys of Archaic. Dak and Hades both up. So TLI live to fight another day. Obviously Slob has bailed. I like the position here of Kangaroo Esports, I must say. Just to the west side of the quarry, obviously in the circle, they've got a lot of space. No one north of them, or south of them, or behind them, or in front of them, really. I mean, the closest to them is Greyhound Gaming, and they're a bit of a distance away still, right on top of quarry. And south to quarry, a good position for Civ Gaming, too. Mike gave a bit of an update on Wigan, says he got a sniper rifle. No sniper rifle for Wigan. Interesting that Life BD's the one with the sniper rifle instead, considering the way that Wigan was shooting last game. But another slow game. The Australian meta right now is still very much the same. Teams just looking to get central location, central compound, play it safe. I really thought, especially after Zimmo, a lot of players and teams were sort of talking about rotating more aggressively. No one's elected to do that, though. Maybe they just don't know how. Circle. South. I mean, in saying that, though, I mean, obviously the meta's fine because it works, right? That's the reason why players and teams are doing it. But it just creates for these slow starts. Quick rotation, though, coming out of Carnage Esports as they make their way down. This is obviously going to put a bit of pressure now into Kanga Esports because they're sitting still inside one of probably the best compounds that you could ask for. Shots onto Outlier is moving forward on the bike. He gets knocked down, and so does Outlier. Finally succumbs as he got a little bit too close to Kanga Esports, and they'll pick up the kill. McClutch will finish off Dusty. A lot of early rotations here because everyone just wants to get to the central location, so that means they're risking it to push through the center. You can see it right now with Auxiliaries Gaming, Mr. Jaws and Co. just pushing right through the center. They don't care to wrap slowly around, which, as I've said that, is what Atletico is doing right now. And as you can see, it's working for them because they're going to be safe, they're going to get to the best position, and they're going to have no one behind them, and they're going to have everyone in front of them. What? Ace Gun as well has gone to an absolutely horrible spot, with Kanga Esports obviously occupying this compound, but he does have a bit of help on the outskirts with Bong Sao, Mr. Jaws, Python. Lutatio coming to the window though as he spotted Ace Gun. He's only got the VSS. He does have an AK, but in this situation, why not just pull the AK out? I feel like he's going to get absolutely lit up by Lutatio if he opens this door, which he's dead. Oh, great smart play from Lutatio to get the high ground. Absolutely smart. That's 200 IQ right there. And he will confirm that kill. That puts Auxiliaries Gaming down to 3 left. 3 members. Bong Sao, Jaws, and I was going to say Mr. Python. Python. AU. Good position still, holding for Greyhound. Atletico's position's really good as well. Deethlamide knockdown from Dak. Playing it a little bit more slow. I swear I was just on someone who was about to engage. Python. Who's he? I think he's waiting for someone to come from on top. Tio's blown himself up. God, how have you managed that one, Ludo? And now that gives Python the opportunity to knock down Proficient. It's gone so horribly wrong for Kanga Esports in about 30 seconds. Yasukage knocked down by Somatic. And that just means Bishop plays it smart, actually. I like this from Bishop to go and get the revive onto the safe Lutatio. So he'll get that revive, but congratulations to Auxiliaries Gaming to taking the compound. Rafi with a knockdown to Yeti Aztec as Pathogen are moving in. What is going on? I'm just water right now. Wait, what happened to the screen? Oh my god. Sorry, mate. I just had to click on someone. So Tainted Minds playing it safe on the... So interesting to see the different dynamics here of some of the teams. You got Tainted Minds, Atletico, even, you know, Pathogen to a degree, all hugging the circle rather than pushing to the center, knowing that they're getting there late, and because they're getting there late, they don't want to risk pushing for that compound. And it's worked well. We still have 17 teams, though. We've got a couple of shots here. Some more kills. Peeper Potato does finally die. He was only able to hold... He actually held on for quite a long time, all things considered, but no one else died. No other teams went down. Yasukage knocked down from Somatic. We'll have to get a bit of a view of him because he's gotten a couple of knockdowns with the Kark so far. Chas will finish off Yasukage. 25 seconds for that blue zone. So Somatic and Kasuna are going to have to move forward. They don't have any actual cover forward. Daxney was knocked down as well. That just leaves DJ Arnie and Insight. Oh, actually, Kasuna spotted the Tainted Minds boys. And DJ Arnie as well. I think you're going into a bit of trouble here. Arnie and Insight from Vanguard, the last two alive for that team as well. And they've just been able to get to cover. I really thought they were going to get blown up and finished off there. They're still in a lot of trouble. Subslayer trying to confirm them. He's got that 3x though. Daxney finished off by Tuok. Biggie J succumbs to the play zone for team immunity. It looks like Benchu still taking some shots onto DJ Arnie and Insight. And now they're probably going to get shot at by Team Immunity. No, never mind. Uncry. A little bit late to that one. Benchu's still going to try and take out DJ Arnie and Insight. He just does not... He's a man on a mission right now. And I wonder if he's got a shirt on. That's shirtless Benchu. Balls to the wall. Extreme. Shots onto Schmed. Only a Shaka's cover for Dynasty Esports. Extrude to the play zone. Resolves. Finished off by Onichan. And now Tuok will knock out Schmed. Although he does get return knocked down. That's from McClutch. And he's finished off with a bit of help from Kazi. There's going to be way too much action for me to grab all of this right now. Because so many players are engaged in fights. Kasoon... How to know exactly how it all happened, but Kasoon was able to get at least the pressure slash knockdowns onto Joshi and Subslay with a bit of help from the blue zone. Benchu, though, with a huge wraparound because he was so aggressive in trying to find DJ Arnie and Insight to finish onto them. He ended up so far away from the rest of his team. Subslay and Joshi both die. Somatic and Kasoon. So, do they get the kills? They do. 3 kills to Kasoon. Wipes out Tainted Minds, except for Benchu, who's now by himself. Down south, a really good circle with that from that last circle for Atletico. Holding firm and a knockdown from Nefahor. On to Solo B. And we'll be able to get revived from D-Strike. Dak and Hades, though. Oh, they're falling into the trap of non-reg. From Archaic, and Hades does die. TLI has one left, and it's Merrick. He's in the shack. Holding firm. Electric knockdown from Zoid, mate. And look how packed it is. Circle moves again. It's great for Atletico. In the middle of that, Sif Gaming. But up north, it's an absolute cluster field right now. Let's see. We can just get a bit of an overview of this. Kazi's the last one left. Waikakamukau dead. Uncry's down the bottom along with externals. Nick 101, Kazi, and up top, Greyhound still holding that position that they've been in for quite a while. 45 seconds for that blue zone as well. Uncry just trying to get over the cliff. You're not going to get it, mate. Electric finally dies. And down the bottom of Greyhound as well is Dynasty Esports Club. 30 seconds. So Zoid and Extreme are going to have to get moving soon. And they are the last two alive for Greyhound. They lost a couple of members there. Kangaroo Esports finished off. That's Ludotea and Bishop by Python. Can't believe they were still all alive in that same building that entire time. So credit to Auxiliaries Gaming. Got to give them credit for that there. Very aggressive push. And they come out on top. Really don't want to move away from what's happening up north. Merrick in a vehicle. Moving away from that shack. Nick 101 actually spots Uncry. So he's dead. I think, did he miss those shots or did he land them? I thought he missed them. Non-Red's knocked down by Vasily now. Raffi, last one standing for Archaic. Spots Vasily in the blue zone as well. Gets the knockdown. That's a big one. Vasily's probably out of here. Now Chungi has been spotted. Raffi just trying to tap him a couple of times. Half health. Shots are returning, but Raffi confirms the kill, and he confirms the squad wipe onto Pathogen. Out in 14th place. A disappointing finish for those boys. Spaggy, the last one standing for Dynasty. Spots Extreme 2G. Gets him to just below health, and now Zoid, mate, pops around the corner. How low can Spaggy be? And now he finally dies. Zoid and Extreme confirm that 10 kills now for Greyhound. Externals for Immunity able to push forward. Last one alive. Nick 101. Will he be able to catch up to Kasoon and Somatic? That will be interesting. Auxiliaries Gaming pushing out right behind Raging Knights. Wonder if they know that D-Stroke and Solo B are there. And Assassin. Actually, I don't like this, by the way, from Raging Knights. I think they're too close to each other. And it could work in the favor of Auxiliaries Gaming. But they don't know that they're there. And there is a slight, tiny little defilade. And now the smokes have come out, actually, from Auxiliaries. Which, in the end, helps Raging Knights. They don't even realize it. Externals dies, by the way, to Kasoon. So we're down to 10 teams. So Auxiliaries Gaming are going to run straight past Raging Knights. Python and Bongsao both dying. as they got pushed in upon by Carnage Esports. No, they didn't. What? I think they just got long-shotted. They did. Okay, never mind. They didn't get pushed on. They just got long-shotted. So Mr. Jaws by himself now. And right behind him is the 3 snakes in a pit. They are quite literally in a pit. Bit of an overview of the circle. All the teams remaining. 9 teams left. 3 alive for Raging Knights. Mr. Jaws by himself. He's been spotted by Wigan, though. Behind the tree. I wonder if Wigan would be able to spot Raging Knights from here as well. Lands a nice shot onto Mr. Jaws. Oh, nice second shot, Wigan. Oh, he doesn't even need a sniper rifle. Give him the 6X on the M16 and that'll do. Deadly. 8 teams remain now. 22 alive. Nick 101 knocked down. He's going to die. But it was Inside who got that kill. Extreme 2G's position has been given away. Benchu's still alive, by the way. Doing a good job to at least hold on for Tainted Minds. You wouldn't want to get into an arm wrestle with that man. I'll tell you that right now. Inside. Spots Extreme 2G. So low. He's 1 tap away from death. Zoidmate's nowhere near him as well. So there will be no revive. Is there a way that he can find safety? Benchu's been spotted. Dies to Kasoon. As the Extreme 2G is going to die to the blue. Knocked out by the play zone. So Kasoon and Somatic now up to 7 kills. 5 of those from Kasoon. They'll finish off 1, and they'll try and find Insight to make that 2. That would put them up to 9 kills in total for Avant Gaming, continuing to be forming well. Zoid's going to play this one slow now. 10 kills. They just need the placing. 6 teams left. Atletico's position's great, but 1 kill. Only the 1. Not good enough. Insight dies, and that just leaves DJ Arnie now. Last one for Vanguard. A much better performance from Vanguard, though. Even though they've only got the 1 kill, I've at least confirmed top 6. Wigan will kill Untainted. And Sif Gaming have all 4. 1 for Greyhound, 1 for Carnage Esports, 2 for Avant, 1 for Vanguard, and all 4 for Atletico. So Atletico and Sif Gaming, probably the 2 teams that are in the best position right now, and they're both north and south of this circle. Blue Zone's about to push in, and it's going to push in Kasoon and Somatic into the next circle. Heifer still holding out on the outskirts as well to make sure no one's wrapping in from behind. And Zoidmate's coming, snaking right up behind Sif Gaming. Well, Life B, he's been spotted. Zoidmate's not sure, though, how close everyone else is. I mean, he wouldn't even be 100% sure that Life B's a solo at this point, but he doesn't want to give the position away. Oh, he's not in the circle. He doesn't realize it. Oh, Zoid. Oh, takes it down to half health. The Zoid is able to avoid danger, though, from Life. Circle moves again. Sif Gaming are going to have to move south. Atletico are going to have to move north, but they're holding this really well. I love the position of Mangy and Heifer to sort of block off the right side of the map. Never and Lynxy can sort of then block off the left side and the north side. Atletico playing this one smart, spreading out like this, but also still sticking in pairs. Got to give them credit. Kasoon, Somatic just holding on. DJ Arnie's holding on. Zoidmate's holding on. Sunny's holding on. So for Sif Gaming, the onus is on them to sort of move forward. They've spotted Lynxy because he's made his presence known. So mate's still holding on up north. Oh, of course, as I left. Wigan's moving up. Therefore, you got to be careful. This man knows how to hit heads. Knows where to find them. 10 seconds. Blue Zone's going to be moving. Zoidmate's going to be coming in straight from behind. So if gaming, probably the best thing to do. Heifer and Mangy's position is absolutely incredible. Somatic spots DJ Arnie. But the noise has definitely been made aware to Heifer. He starts to move forward. Knows he's got Mangy behind him as well, but he wants to lead the charge. Show him how it's done. Kasoon pops his head. Heifer surely can get the spray here, and he does. And he looks for Somatic. Has to reload. And Mangy's going to be able to help him out. There goes Avant Gaming. Top 4 left. Great play. Teamwork from Mangy and Heifer. They're going to leave Nefahor and Lynxy to fend for themselves for a little bit longer. And Wigan does die. That's from Sunny. Putting in work for Carnage Esports. They've got 4 kills confirmed now. Does die to Chus. Lifebeam's been spotted. Life BD. And he's He's able to get to safety, but Neferhor gets the kill onto Just. Cryptic knocked down by Zoidmate. Oh, Zoidmate. The snake in the grass pops up and bites his prey. He's confirmed top 3 for Greyhound. Cryptic dies. 11 kills now for Greyhound. And Neferhor with a huge SLR snipe. And Atletico will take out round number 3 with the win. They played that one to perfection. They pick up 6 kills in total. Next level plays and rotations and position, and they will take that out. But credit to Zoidmate for confirming 2nd place for Greyhound and 11 kills. And I think that could put Greyhound first. In 3rd place, again, Sif Gaming. 3 to Wigan. I mean, the man's a machine in form right now. 4th, Carnage Esports, and 5th, Avant Gaming with 9 kills. A great performance for round 3. We've got one more round to go, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere. We'll have a 10-minute break and we'll be back to bring you the final round.
sing. I have someone who needs me. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Hey, yeah. Someone who needs me. Hey, yeah. I have someone who needs me.
Endless love is right here, a vision of reality. The higher love for you and me is here to guide me. Now we all know what to do. We are so invincible. Wherever love's gonna go, I wanna follow you. Your voice, the sweetest sound. Even when you're not around, not around. All you need is to believe in me. 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 Without you, how would I know what emotions I could show? Oh, everything I long for, it's already there. All the pride and dignity will forever stay with me. Where your love is gonna go, I wanna follow you. Your voice, the sweetest sound. You will not know, not know. All you need is to believe in me. 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 Believe in me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Underground OCE Invite Division Season 1, Phase 2. My name is Xenox, and we're into the fourth and final round of the night. And so far, again, a reminder, unfortunately, due to website issues, the scoreboard is unable to be displayed either on the stream or on the website at the moment, but it is being worked on. Do apologize for the inconvenience, but I'm assuming, I think Greyhound probably is first place right now. They've been absolutely performing so well tonight. And we're into the fourth and final round. Last round, it did go to Atletico, though. They picked up the chicken dinner with 6 kills. Greyhound in second, thanks to a magnificent rank tank from Zoidmate, the Snake himself. And Sif Gaming, obviously, they picked up the chicken dinner in round number 2. They finished third last round, so they've been performing very well. They'd be up there in the top 5 now. And in the first game, I can't remember who won in the first game. Oh, kill me, please. I should have it here somewhere. It was Greyhound who won in the first game. Yeah. I don't know why I forgot that. So yeah, Greyhound, well and truly first place tonight. Overall in the scoreboard. But yeah, Greyhound, Sif Gaming, and Atletico have been your 3 chicken dinner winners so far tonight. As we're into the final round, Atletico, Milta Power, Tainted Minds, obviously in Milta, Dynasty Esports, Novo, and TLI going to military base, but they've got a friend. I'm not sure what Soterix has got planned here. Possibly just wanted the vehicle, and that was it. He might make his way off Sosnovka Island, maybe take a bit of a pit stop at one of the buildings, but don't think there'll be too much action from him. Pachinki, Avant Gaming, who have been performing very well tonight. Immunity, a little bit up and down. The impressive performances that they showed on day 2 of relegations hasn't been able to translate so far for the first week of the Invite Division, but the good news for them is they won't be relegated after 1 week, so they'll be able to figure out what's working for them and what's not working for them. Final circle, pretty decent circle. Northern and Central. And obviously we won't have any crazy finish around the waters or cliffs or anything like that. I'm about to make a prediction. I mean, it's hard to make predictions with all the hard shifting, but probably north of Roshawk, south of Georgia, south of shooting range, that sort of vicinity. You know, a bit west of Yasnaya. I think that's maybe probably my prediction. But it could go absolutely anywhere. Auxiliaries Gaming, North Georgia Paul, crates for Greyhound. And over in Zaki, Raging Knights. Severny with order, as per usual. Deethlamide a little bit in the middle of nowhere. The rest of his team to the east of Roshawk. And a bit of a change up for the Chiefs going to Yasnaya instead of Gatka Fields. It hasn't really been working out well for them tonight, obviously. Been a very poor performance from the Chiefs. So they're going to try their luck. And Yasnaya, even though they are well truly aware that Pathogen prefer at least South Yasnaya. Usually Pathogen go the south of Yasnaya. They have to share it. They tend to give up the northern end, but in this case, Pathogen up north of Yasnaya. And for Vanguard, more of the same. Prison, shelter, eventually they make their way to Mansion, and more of the same as well for Sif Gaming around the farm area compounds. And for Kanga Esports, not quite Primorsk this time around though. And as predicted, said Terex was going to make a pit stop before going to mainland. So again, 17 teams tonight. The competition officially has 18, but Triton Esports, MIA tonight. Not sure what the go is with that, but they haven't shown up. Which means all night we've only had the 17 teams rather than the 18. Obviously, ESU League used to be 16 teams, but has expanded to 18 to meet what is becoming sort of the industry standards for PUBG esports, 18 teams. We've seen that from PGI, etc. So Here's who follows suit. Carnegie Sports in Roshawk. Not a lot of action early on. Never really is. Due to the respect that all these teams have for each other's looting locations. 2 minutes until the blue zone will start to slowly push in. I'd probably put my eye the most though up here in Yesnai with Chiefs. Don't generally go here. But I'm sure they will find plenty more loot than they would generally find in Gatka. And for them, a good circle. We've got a double loot drop. Let's get a bit of a peek what Raffy might be able to find. And we got, oh my goodness. Oh. The Orm with a suppressor. With a med kit. With a ghillie suit. And of course all the level 3 goodies that you can ask for. Raffy, you've won the raffle. Has he ever? Drops the mini. And boy, is he absolutely kitted right now. Dusty, what did you get? I think he's got a ghillie suit as well. He does. He's getting shot at, though. And he's got an is that an M24? It looks like it is. Wow. Massive double loot drop. And on. And the M24. He's getting shot at, though. By McClutch. And McClutch, only with the 6x Scar, might need to be careful because if either Raffy's doesn't have a scope though, that's the only downside to this situation. Dusty does have a scope and he's got an 8x on that M24 now. But a great position for Archaic. I mean, they are just balling right now with their loot setup. They just need a good circle. Good positioning, play it well, play the circle well, rotate well, do all of the basic things that you need to do. They've got the loot, and the win could come for them. Tainted Minds moving very early away from Milta. TLI making their way over the bridge as well. As you can see, the blue zone just making its way in now. Very, very slowly, though. Order pushing south of Severny with Waikakamukau, Kazi and McClutch. Clutch actually still trying to take these shots onto Archaic. I wonder if they've given a scope over to Raffy yet. The 8x still on Dusty with the M24. Obviously, he doesn't need to give one up, but one of the other boys should. Trying to see if there's a scope on that. I don't think there is. Oh, Norwich knocked down by Waikakamukau. He's got the Kar 98. Not quite as strong as the Orm or the M24. But if you're landing your shots, it doesn't matter. But, obviously what Waikakamukau doesn't realise is there's 2 level 3 helmets for Archaic at the moment. Asukage, the knockdown onto Extrude. He's by himself and Extrude is going to die here. As he got pulled out of the UAS. Unfortunately for Extrude, who was pushing up early for Tainted Minds, and he does die. I think Benchy might have taken a shot from here, but it's such a long distance. Team starting to push in. Dynasty Esports, slow to moving away from Novo, but they do. Atletico, how are they going to play this one? They played the last one really smart by not rushing to the middle. Holding the edge, rotating well. And that's really what it's about. If you're playing the edge, you need to be able to rotate. If you're not good at rotating, You're better off just getting to the center and finding a compound. Actually, here on the outside. Inside, still in Lipovka. As DJ Arnie does meet up with Yasukage. Oh, he's so low and he's able to get behind cover just in time. He was getting lit up by Sif Gaming. A team that's been so good tonight. A standout team. From the relegations. Thanks to a lot of the efforts from Wigan and Cryptic. Chus has been good and Life. BD. Getting shot at long distance wise by Tainted Minds. We've got a mountain to climb now. Extrude was the first death. Shots onto Atletico. I think only Mangi taking a tiny amount of damage, but Atletico get through there and look at the open field that they have in front of them. So Greyhound going to get Crate. Clutch takes some shots onto Life BD. No real close combat just yet. A lot of these shots and engages coming from a distance. Pathogen, though, also trying to get in on the action onto Life BD. He's getting pretty much pinned down at the moment from multiple different angles. But he has got a bit of cover. Wigan. So, next circle moves more westerly. Doesn't really favour any one team. Raging Knights can probably make the most of this if they rotate around to the shooting range side and hold the north end of this circle, knowing that, I mean, there is a very late rotation coming from Daxney and Insight, which is going to end up working well for them. Dejayani and Yasukage can actually catch up with them as well. Might work out well for Vanguard in the end. This circle, if they play it well. Tainted Minds also on the move. Atletico holding firm. Some shots. So, is it okay? Run into Greyhound. Zoidmate with the M24-9. Absolutely knocks down Non-Reg. Who was pushed up a bit more than Rafi and Dusty. Zoid did take some damage though. Blackout holding back, but he might have to push up because of that defilade. He hasn't got an angle on it. Confirms Non-Reg. Zoidmate can wipe out Dusty and Rafi here. There's so much loot up for grabs here as well. Dusty to his left. Zoidmate's got to be careful. Does he spot him in time? He does. Double knockdown. Oh, Zoidmate. Oh, he's so good. 3 kills for the Zoid. Smokes come out. The looting commences for Greyhound Gaming. And Life BD finally gets taken down by Vasily. He was under so much pressure for so long. Greyhound still in the Yasnaya region as Atletico are pushing up as well. So Atletico, Tainted Minds, and Vanguard all with the same rotation idea. Whereas for Dynasty Esports Club, they've got the opposite side. They're going more towards Ruins. And I don't like this push because of the way the river is situated. It's going to make it difficult for them to push into that circle compared to coming in from the northern end of the circle. 5 seconds, player is going to get restricted. Knockdown, a bit of a fight happening here with Kangaroo Esports. Oops, they're behind me. That's Carnage Esports that's firing upon them. Untainted's going to push out here. No, he's backtrack a little bit. Up on the high ground is Sunny. I must assume he knows the location of Soterix. And Soterix gives away that location to confirm it. And Sunny now has his location well and truly known. Soterix spots the corner a little bit too much. Sunny's reaction time a bit slow. Could have probably caused more damage. Never mind, he did. But it was delayed for some reason on my screen. I'm not sure why. That was interesting. High ground advantage, though, for Carnage Esports in this scenario. Better cover, probably, as well, and the better windows. If I'm Kanga Esports, I'm probably trying to think of a way to get close to the building, smoke and grenade in, and rush it, but I don't see a way that Kanga's going to be able to win this stalemate fight. It's either nothing's going to happen for a while, or there's going to be a knockdown in favor of Carnage Esports unless Soterix can just find something. Resolves with a knockdown onto Edge. Peaks. It's going to be so hard to get a knockdown there onto Sunny. Yeti Aztec will confirm Edge with a run over. Again, another poor start for Chiefs. Ivan has been spotted on the hill. Kasu knocked down by Electric. Smoke's going to come out, but it might be too little too late for that because Kasoon is so low already. Kozzy will get there in time, though. Smokes will come out, and he's going to just go for the revive regardless. He should be able to get it. Blue zone reaches the circle. We're going to get a new one. Hard shifts north. And it was an accidental run over. I don't know how these keep happening. But what a shift. Dynasty made it through okay, so I was wrong in that department. Auxiliaries Gaming. Somatic knocked down by Wigan as Kozzy's pushing through. He's got Kasoon with him as well. Oh, they've lost control. They're sitting ducks for a short amount of time. Somatic does die. And now the shots begin to ring out onto Avant Gaming. Zoidmate got the kill onto Dak. One of the tires has now been popped, but they're able to get away. Kasoon down to half health. Switching seats. They get to safety. But for how long? We'll go back, by the way, to Kanga Esports and Carnage. It looks like Carnage with a team that pushed out. Lunatero, he just got jumped over by Death Won't Kill You. Running into Proficient now, and he gets him the knockout, but Lunatero's right from behind. We'll confirm that one. And we can say goodbye to Carnage Esports. I'm not sure. They must have got a little bit antsy. They must have thought that they had to push in on that, but they didn't. It needed to be the other way around. And Kanga Esports, even though they lost Bishop, come out with a squad wipe. Nick 101's knocked down from Lynxy. Atletico enter the fray. And they've spotted Tainted Minds as well, but they're trying to deal with TLI. Haters, Merrick. Merrick's not close though. Haters by himself. What can the little master do? He can get the knockdown with the frag onto Joshy. Merrick's coming to support. There's no way he's going to be able to get that revive onto Outlier. Unless Outlier can probably crawl over to the rock, but it's tricky distance to work with. Merrick, where are you going, son? He doesn't care. What is he doing? And I was right, Outlier gets to the rock. Smart play. Heifer knocked down by Resolves. But he should be able to get revived. I'm going to have a quick little peek at the cheeky crate because they've been quite delicious so far. As Uncry gets the kill onto Kebab. What is it? It's an M24 again. 8 times scope. So another delicious crate. Mangy's knocked down. So now the pressure resolves. Is pushing in. Being aggressive for Pathogen. 3 kills. Nafahor and Heifer are both up. So is Lynxy. He's back up now. Sees him. Resolves, throws the smoke out. Not sure about that play. Spray comes out a little bit too late. Spots Heifer, but Heifer's up for the task. He's up for the challenge. He gets the knockdown onto Resolves. And now it's Vasili's turn. It's one at a time, though, for Pathogen, and we've seen this time and time again. Oh, the blow-up! Frag grenade, they've gone straight into it. And that just leaves Vasily alive. Has he got much longer? He hasn't got a leg to stand on. He's so low. Tries to jump the fence. He's been spotted, and Pathogen are out of here. Not Pathogen's best push. It started as slow, One. Pushing in as one. There was then the late coming, which would have been good to push all in as 3, but the frag grenade from Heifer, they run straight into it. Outlier's been knocked back down again. And Atletico come out on top with that exchange. Not known for their early exchange fights, but they win that one. Hades still just hiding behind the rock. Can't really do much in that situation. Where did Merrick pop off to? Oh, Merrick's position is great. He's got the entire northern end of the circle to himself. And if he gets a hard shift here, Hades, get on the bike and run as far as he can. No, it's going to be a central circle, which is going to put a lot of pressure onto Hades. It's going to put a lot of pressure onto Vanguard, Tainted Minds. Now, you might say, well, you know, shouldn't they be happy because the circle's, you know, pretty much fed onto them? Yes, but there's so many teams that are on the outer edge of the circle that are going to have to push in. And because there's not much cover, there's no real compounds, Vanguard should be fine. Raging Knights will be fine with their compounds. But Hades and Tainted Minds will struggle. They need to sort of push back out and then come back in. Otherwise, they're going to get collapsed upon by so many different teams. So Greyhound now has Kanga in their sights. Look, oh my, what is this? And I thought I had the sound bug. It's just the river. Esports ready, guys. Esports ready. Bit of a push in here by Dynasty Esports. Weesey, can he spot Schmed? Surely he can get this kill, and he does. Well played by Weesey. I'm not sure what he's doing by standing in the window like that. I mean, he's safe. I know he's safe. We know he's safe, but it's a bit of a silly play. There's just no need to do that. Spaggy holding on from below. In the bathroom at the moment. I wonder if they're aware that he's in there. Might have got in undetected. 15 teams, 43 alive. Blue Zone's moving. It's a quick one. Atletico are going to push in early. Good for Tainted Minds. If they can get this wipe here, it might work out well for them. They're just holding in the shack, but all it takes is one frag grenade and a collapse. The area itself is not horrible because of the defilade. So I probably was talking a bit of smack when I didn't need to. And it wasn't smack. It was just sort of a thought on the situation, but really it's not that bad. But the problem is this, because it's so open in front of them, they've all got to push into this shack. Atletico smoke it out though. They are into the circle. Team starting to push it in. Order. Fighting with Sif Gaming. Greyhound still holding off. Kanga Esports. Dietlemide holding firm by himself with the rank tank. The clutch sprays into the circle. Very close to Wigan, actually. I think he did take a shot or two. But they're just going to book it. It's just Wigan and Chus left. No Cryptic. So it used to be the Wigan and Cryptic duo finish for Sif, and now it's Wigan and Chus. Extreme 2G knocked down by Proficient. And they're going to be joining this party to make it a three-way with Greyhound Gaming. And Kanga Esports, sweet mate. Has been spotted. Believe it or not, if he was to hold at this truck, he would probably be able to pick up the kill onto Chus and Wigan. He does know he heard the beeping coming out from Chus. So he's trying to just get back to the fight. He knows his team needs him. He's got 4 kills for the entire 4. Dietlemide, though, from behind. Now turns it up the tide for Kanga Esports. Gets chunked to half health, though. Wasn't able to really do a whole lot. And he should have done better in that scenario. Even though he's by himself, he had Lutatio and Proficient all lined up. Linksy with a knockdown onto Subslayer. We know where that's happening. As Lutatio is going to be aggressive. Try and push up. And to confirm Dietlemide. Oh, he falls down the hill. Now taking unnecessary damage and taking damage from Dietlemide. The hill's betrayed Lutatio. Can he take out Proficient as well? Misjudging the hill has really cost Kanga Esports here. Yeah, it has. And now they're dead to Dietlemide. Wiped out. Double kill. But Dietlemide falls to Zoidmate. Greyhound Gaming come out top. And there's a fight between Tainted Minds and Saint. And Subslayer is not able to survive the frag grenade. And well played by Atletico. All 4 still alive. They've picked up 9 kills. They're not necessarily known for fragging out and getting a big chunk of kills. But they're doing it right now. Looking to get back-to-back chicken dinners and close out the first night of the Phase 2 Invite Division, possibly in the top 2 with Greyhound Gaming. As Externals will get the finishing kill onto Mr. Jaws. Bong Sao knockdown. That just leaves Python last man standing for Auxiliaries Gaming. AC Baby knocked down by Daxney. Good position for Vanguard right now. Circle moved again, by the way. Favors Atletico. Hades and Merrick still alive for TLI, but they're not able to get kills. Critical Motion knockdown onto Wigan, but he does die eventually to Chuss. Chuss! Outnumbered. Wallace critical. And 12th place for Chiefs. Kassoon will get the knockdown onto Electric. It's just Kozzy and Kassoon. The mini. And a bang headshot. Well, not a headshot, but felt like one. And then McClutch with a double kill. Clutch situation for McClutch. We'll finish off Kozzy and Kassoon. 10 teams of aren't out in 11th place. Order Army. 2 kills now, thanks to McClutch. Oh, poor Merrick. Oh, Merrick's just had Greyhound push right onto him. He doesn't even get a single shot because Zoidmate's got the M249. Blasts him into the next realm. Didn't stand a chance. Down to 8 teams. Kazi knocked down for Order by Tuok. Greyhound are on a tear right now. 7 kills for Zoidmate. For all 7. Biggie J, a nutshot knockdown. Kazi's knockdown from Neferhor. Big shot from Zoidmate Chunks Yasukage. And he gets a second. No, it's from Extreme. There's the knockdown. Coming over the hill is Auxiliaries Gaming, though. Python and Bong Sao. Atletico, great positioning. Raging Knights, great positioning. Immunity's got Vanguard to deal with. And very much good positioning for Greyhound Gaming. Extreme 2G spraying onto Python. Where's the Zoid cam? He's got 7 of 7 right now. He gets chunked a little bit, and he gets a second chunk. Oh, the pan save as well. Zoid's in trouble. Oni-chan with a knockdown onto Python. Zoid's looking for Bong Sao. Big chunk, dead. A kill leads for Oni and Extreme. 9 kills for Greyhound. Unstoppable right now. In form. As Not Shot was knocked down. That just leaves Uncry and Externals. 3 kills. And we got our final 7 teams. Uncry the last standing. But he's not standing. He's prone. 45 seconds for that blue zone. And he's pretty much in trouble here. Raging Knights looking to finish him off. Neferhor, by the way, with a double frag kill. But they're in trouble now. Zoidmate with a big knockdown onto Neferhor. 11 kills for Atletico. They'll make that 12 now. McClutch last one for Order. Huge frag coming out. But so far, it's Greyhound that are being so aggressive. Why did that not go to Lynxy? I completely clicked on him. Neferhor's been able to get brought back up. Lynxy. He's got the Car 98 with an 8 times. He knows how good he is with this. He likes to tell everyone. Frag grenade comes out. Blows him to chunks. Half health. Neferhor's just going to have to stay behind and heal up, though. Does have an adrenaline syringe plus the first aid kit. Doesn't use it. Moves forward with the smokes to aid. Lynxy pops down. He's going to heal up. All 4 still alive. Heifer's just going to hold the blue. AC Baby, we see in solo, though. Maggie with a long-range shot. Getting involved. Looking to finish off solo B, and he does. And there goes the Raging Knights. 6 teams remain. Uncry. Rank tanking it out in the blue. He's got Vanguard in front of him. Can he get a 4v1? The Shack will never hear the end of it if he does. Oh, no, Zoid, mate. Oh, my goodness. This guy's insane. 8 kills for the Zoid. Hades finished off, but a great rank tank by the 16-year-old prodigy. 5th place for TLI. And we're down to 4 teams. Greyhound, Atletico, Order, and Vanguard. Great game here from Vanguard, though. 8 kills. This is the Vanguard that we saw in day 2 of relegations. This is what they're capable of. A team with so much potential. So Greyhound in the middle of the circle, Atletico on the edge of the circle, McClutch rank tanking, and then you got Vanguard on the other end. Zoid, mate, I just got to keep the cam on this guy. Knockdown to Heifer. He is fragging out right now. Spots DJ Arnie able to just get behind the tree in the nick of time. You can't avoid the Zoid for too long. And he's coming for everyone right now. There's no special treatment. He'll happily take it all. Yasukage down to half health. Just prones. I mean, there's no reason to really switch off Zoid right now. Circle moves again. Favors really both Atletico and Greyhound evenly, to be fair. McClutch just still holding on. Vanguard's probably got the most to do with this circle. 1 minute is what they've got. Heifer spotted again. Not sure how that one didn't land. By the way, quick update. Only 9 bullets, now 8 for Zoid, mate. He may be coming to an end just because of the bullets are running out. He is also being shot at. That has an impact generally. And he's able to at least heal up. Plenty of first aid kits, but he's only got 7 bullets. Surely someone's going to be able to try and drop him some. Just feed the Zoid. There's plenty on that AK Oni-chan. Hand them over. Give them over to Zoid. Run over. That should be priority. Heifer! Knocked down by Zoid, mate, again. He's got 5 left. They need a supply drop for Zoid, mate, because he's the one frogging out right now for Greyhound. Mangy's going to be able to get over it and revive Heifer, though. McClutch, the snake, in the grass. He's got a long way to go. Lynxie and Neferhor pushing up. Yasukage and DJ Arnie both blowing out the Darcy to get a bit more cover here. We'll go back to Zoid. I think Oni-chan, by the way, has gone over to supply Zoid. No, he didn't? No? I thought he would have. Surely. He was right on top of him. Just drop a couple. Unless there's some in this crate. In this, death crate. The blue zone's moving, by the way. And Zoid's healing up. It's the Zoid cam at the moment. It really is. 8 kills. He's gotten 2 knockdowns onto Heifer as well. But Atletico are pushing closer and closer to Vanguard. And this is great for Greyhound because it just means Zoid can sit back if he wants and just pop off. McClutch as well. This is really good because if Vanguard or Atletico wipe each other out, he gets to top 3 for order. I'm absolutely staggered that no one's going to drop Zoid off some ammo, though. I'm sure he'll get some at some point, though. They're under no pressure at the moment. At least no immediate pressure. Smokes are out from Atletico as Neferhor pops himself out, though. But a quick spray on a Daxney. It was a very even trade. Neferhor was very low from that exchange and doesn't have any first aid kits. Heifer is going to come and drop one. He has. Very quick exchange. Drops them all at once. Doesn't waste any time. Mangy with the kill onto Daxney. Vanguard are on the edge of elimination because the Greyhound Gaming boys have arrived. And it's led by Zoid, mate, with the M249. Don't worry, he doesn't need the M24. What just happened there? I missed it because the bloody esports is not ready. Heifer knocks down Zoid, mate, though. He got the knockdown onto Mangy. And McClutch is sitting here thinking, I could probably win this. He can probably come out with a chicken dinner from this scenario. Mangy's getting revived. Will he get up? Oni-chan with the flank. He gets up, but he's very low and obviously won't have much time. Oni-chan should just get a one-tap unless Heifer can kill him. Oh, he sprays Heifer. He'll get the double knockdown. Oni-chan. He's on right now. Nefer. Lynxie. Neferhor can't do much. He's going to get finished off. Atletico are going to go out in 3rd place here. And McClutch might clutch out a win. Oh, by the way, I didn't realize Lynxie was still alive. He got a knockdown into Extreme 2G. The snake in the grass. Gets Zoid, mate. He's only got 1 more to get here. And Oni-chan, if he can't get it, doesn't matter. Greyhound Gaming, cue the music. They get their 2nd chicken dinner of the night. They take out round 1. They take out round 4. And the Zoid with 11 kills. He'll go to sleep happy tonight. 2nd place for order thanks to the rank tank from McClutch. And a huge game, though, for Atletico in terms of kills. Usually a team, again, that doesn't really pick up that many. And they were able to pick up 15 in 3rd place. So I know the leaderboards aren't working right now due to the website. Terribly sorry for that inconvenience. But you can't go past. And I think we're going to probably see Greyhound number 1, Atletico number 2. But we'll, stay tuned on the Twitter, of course, the Discord, and the leaderboards will get updated before next week. Congratulations to Greyhound, though. 2 chicken dinners, 1 to Atletico and 1 to Sif Gaming. Vanguard, much better there too, in 4th place. And TLI, with Hades, the rank tank was able to get top 5 for the boys. We'll be back next week. My name has been Xenox. I love you all. Until next time. Peace.
house is black. My house is move. My house is jack. My house is groove. My house is black. My house is move. My house is jack. My house is groove. My house is black. My house is move. My house is jack.